Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sword Prince Games Plays Tower of Heaven. I'm Maria. I am the game designer, and today will be a player for this wonderful game with Malaya. Hi. Introduce
Hey.
yourself.
Yeah, so I am Malaya, but I'm Arguelles for today, which is basically the summation of all my ancestors from my father's side. Let's see how that
Yes.
plays out.
Oh my gosh. And today I will be playing Mison, which will be all my ancestors from my um father side also. And today we're gonna do something really cool. We're gonna play a Wretched and Alone hack, which is Tower of Heaven. So basically this is a solo game where you play an ex-angel who's breaking into heaven because you know heaven like took your lover. So you're like going in there trying to reclaim your love. And how the game works is supposedly you draw cards, tarot cards, to move from each level of heaven. And every time there's a consequence, we pull from a tower, like a literal Jenga tower that will collapse. And if it collapses, we just fall from heaven and like fall back to earth and stuff. But the thing is, since we are in the digital space and we cannot find like an online Jenga tower that was cooperating with us, we're having another deck, and the deck is around 21 cards. That's an arbitrary number. And if we pull the devil card, it means that the tower collapses. But we're playing with this other deck for the props. Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Um, and this is really cool because other than this is like Malaya's first game with me, um, I think this is the first time I'm RPing like as a conglomeration of actual people.
Mm.
And I'm even
Cool.
using PC picture. That's my own picture. I'm very inspired by Malaya. And so before playing the game, we did lines and veils, so some safety tools in terms of like stuff that we don't want to get into, just for like consent and safety. But we also put like a bunch of pictures that's like aspirational slash inspirational for the game, so that we like, okay, these are like some moving sets that could pop up in the narrative. And yes, we'll find out who they are later. Um, okay, hold on. Oh shit. Let me pull up Tower of Heaven. So yeah, hope, 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 hope. So
Are you saying hope?
I yeah, I'm just making sound effects. I have a couple of questions for the both of us.
Okay.
Like as ex angels, um, where do you first see yourself? I feel like we should end up in the same place. Oh, by the way, this is a solo game, but me and Malaya agreed that we're gonna do a co-op thing where we're helping each other find both of our loves. Like for some random reason, Heaven took both of our lovers at the same time or something. And
Totally.
or yeah. And I feel like yeah, so I just wanna feel where Malaya wants to start in terms of like what does Heaven look like basically for this ex angel? What do they remember?
Okay. Um, it's a vast rainforest where
Okay.
it's always, if not always, most of the time it's wet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not gloomy at all. There's a
It's
liveliness
very
to it,
lively.
although
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, despite
yeah.
the fact that it's wet and a bit, overcast all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like it has those trees that are have like multicolored bark, and there's
Ooh,
like a
yeah, I like
sense
that.
of like magic and mysticism about it. Yeah. And
Uh-huh.
I feel like I find myself as Mison, um she's she they pronouns, and I feel like she's underneath one of the root systems, and
Okay.
she's oddly very clean. And I
Mm,
feel like she's just looking over and being like, I've been here before, kind of thing. And I
okay.
feel like she sees like a random hand of Arguelles over at the other tree. How is Arguelles stuck in that other tree?
Aguelius is the opposite of Mison because he's he looks pretty lost. Like,
Okay. Oh yeah,
am
yeah.
I a am I a tree? Am I a root? What am I? So he's got that foolish look in his face, on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, because generally Arguelles is he just looks stupid all the time, but he's super smart, but he's got that like
Mm-hmm.
blankness to his face. Yeah, so that's his condition.
Yeah. Do you remember your goal here in heaven?
No, yeah,
No.
because Arguelles is slightly trans amnesic, so yeah, just
Mm,
gonna have to
mm,
deal with
mm.
that.
Okay. I feel like Mison has a feeling that they're supposed to do something. And I feel like you can draw a card for like um I feel like I know that we're both missing something. And I have a good
Mm-hmm.
feeling it's a person and that they're
Mm-hmm.
important. But yeah, I'm not necessarily trans or music either, but I feel like I don't remember fully why I want to find a person, but I know that
Mm-hmm.
I want to. And I feel like uh I just tapped Argolis on the shoulder and motion over to the elevator that's supposed to bring us to a different level of the tower. I'm gonna draw a card now. Yes, if that's
Okay.
okay. Mm,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, it's the sun. Okay, so this is the picture. Yes, and then the prompt for the sun is where the hell is what number is the sun? It's like 20 something. Actual tarot reader doesn't remember the numbers.
It happens.
Oh,
Oh,
there
there
you
it is.
go. Oh shit! Wow! Wow! It's immediately I
Ooh.
find my
Oh fuck! I
lover's
like
version.
this. I love it.
Okay, I find my lover's version of heaven. What does it look like? It has a version of me in it. Do I disturb their peace? They seem happy. And you can technically end the game or turn to epilogue. Wow. That was fast. That was fast, bitch. Um,
Okay.
but
Gosh, what do
I
we
mean,
do?
but technically, wait, what does your lover look like? And there's a version of you in it, so would you want to disturb their peace?
Wait, which one do I answer first? What do they look like? They
Question. Do you think it's more of an Arguelles? Do you think it's Arguelles' lover or Mison's lover?
are very. It's very familiar, so I think it's Arguelles. It's my lover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because he's my lover is he's a ewer of the cave. So this is a cave underground, vast, and this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's glistening. It's very wet
Okay.
still, but it's teeming
Mm-hmm.
with life. There are greens. For some reason, they managed to the vines and the trees find managed to find their themselves down there. Yeah,
And why is it perfect?
it's
And
perfect because
why is it their version of heaven?
it's perfect because it's underground where the sun does not reach it, and yet it's so full of life. So it's like this alternate world. Yeah, where everything I know exists the opposite way down there. Yeah, or up there, wherever
Mm.
that is.
Does your lover have a name?
I don't remember. I'm sure he does, but I don't remember right now.
Okay, okay. So this visage of your great love, they're holding hands with like the perfect imitation mirror image of you in this upside down world that is in the shadow but still bright. Um, and you both look terribly, terribly happy. You don't know why you went to heaven, but possibly for this vision it is. And do you walk up to them and talk to them?
Not.
Or do you stay in the elevator and just click a different button? I feel like me as Mison would be like I'd be holding a hand to the doorstop and be like
Uh huh.
and be kind of supportive about your decision because I'm like, holy crap, this feels important, this feels radiant, this feels true.
Uh huh.
Um,
Could we?
do
Could
you,
we? I appreciate that, Miss On. Could we take? I just want to observe them a minute, but I don't entirely feel the need to bother them. But I just want to see what's going on. 'Cause it's
what do you want to observe?
I want to. You know what? Let's actually step out of the elevator for a minute. I want to
Okay,
just
okay.
find ourselves closer to them. I want to take a good
Mm-hmm.
look at their faces or whatever they have, if they have faces at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just want to get some details. Yeah, I just want to capture that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we
So
move
I feel,
closer.
yeah, we move closer, and I feel like the great love has eyes like deeper than any you've seen or remember in any
That's
life
true.
that you've had. I feel like they have horns that more regal. I feel like you and them like twin each other like two heads of the same body. Um,
Yeah.
and I feel
Yeah.
like uh I feel like they don't even notice the two of us observing them because they're too caught
Okay.
up in um appreciating and seeing their own domain, right? I feel like
Okay.
you have like a domain of um like plants or like tiny spirits that you take care of.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, I
Right.
feel like I feel like Mison is just down there and is like it's kind of like staring at them and then staring at you, staring at them, then staring at you,
Right. Right.
staring at them, staring at you. Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, the great love you described perfectly. I'm just trying to spend a
Thank
minute
you.
looking at the. I'm just trying to spend a minute to look at the lover, and you know what's interesting about this lover of my great love? Uh, can't quite tell the gender, but
Mm,
it
sure.
seems to be it's Arguelles, but younger and
Okay.
more vibrant, freer, more alive. She just seems to be Arguelles but amplified.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
feel
Okay.
and I go like, do you feel jealous? I'm like, is it because you became human? I mean, didn't you technically fall in love in the human realm? What's up with that?
S- y-
And then
Slightly.
I feel like I'm rubbing your back, and I'm like, it's okay. That's just you. If I mean, are you okay? Um, I can leave you here. Um, I feel like there's a part of me that's like, why don't you talk to yourself if you want to? Do you want to do
Okay.
that? Oh, by the way, you could. I know I'm offering like GM level moves, but you can do whatever you want to. Like if
Okay.
you want to suddenly say that, oh, I take pictures of them, or oh, I suddenly have a
Yeah.
drink and offer a drink to Great Love. I mean, you could totally just say that you do that, you know.
Right. Right. Um.
But I
No.
also
No.
know that
I.
you're also just observing, so you know.
There is.
Yeah.
There's a slight. The slight pain of jealousy. I feel it, but
Mm-hmm.
mostly curiosity right now. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I don't want to touch anything. I don't want to come close. I think I'm quite alright with what I've seen so far. Yeah, it's just
Okay. Do you have a question for your vibrant self or for your great love?
I do.
Okay.
Uh, oh gosh. Oh my god, do I lie or do I say the truth?
It's up to you. I don't know. I don't know. I won't be able to tell the difference, I guess. I mean, it's a
Okay.
game,
What?
you know.
Okay, this is my question to my vibrant younger for yourself is uh what finally got you here this time? Yeah.
I feel like she tilts her head. Like, I feel like your great love like went off like to a corner to like take care of one of the plants. So you say those words as I mean you ask those words as she's like alone in the pseudo throne and she like tilts her head to you and says that I and she says that she kind of opens her hand and there's like an eye in there's like an eye in the middle like this one.
Yeah.
And she says that I could finally see because I finally opened. I finally let go of everything I held on to too dearly.
Oh well, fuck you. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel right now. Okay, but I'm listening. I did not mean to be rude. More
No, no,
vibrant,
no.
younger for yourself.
You know, I feel
Okay.
like that. No, I feel like that's totally that's totally cute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like she snickers and laughs at you. I feel like she says that, "Do you want a drink?" And if you don't get it, Miss On will get it.
No, no, you take it. No,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I want to say dry right now.
Okay, Mison gets it and has like a nice cup of calamansi juice with your younger self.
Okay.
Mm, yeah. Um, what do you want to do now?
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna press on and ask, who are you
To who? To
to
me?
to my vibrant, younger, freer self?
Uh
And maybe she doesn't answer. She already snickered at me, bitch.
yeah, I feel like she totally does that. I feel like she has like this face that's like, if you're not gonna replace me, if you're not gonna talk to him, what are you doing here? If you're not gonna eat my food, then what are you doing here? I feel like she has that kind of
Okay,
face.
right, right. You know what? I'm. You don't have to answer that. I need some air. And
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
gesture to Mison. I
Okay. Yeah.
stop drinking your calamansi. Let's get out of here.
Mm.
Like, yeah, I don't want to be
That's
here anymore.
lol. That's funny. I will be drawing a random card in terms of like a tower. Okay, so it's not the devil card. So the tower is still intact. Yeah, it's like the seven of pentacles.
Okay.
Um, but I feel like I memorized the tower level like it's sun number 19 to like remind you like, hey, we could go back if you're like less mad. Or if you have like a better comeback, like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
And then
I couldn't muster any sassiness over there. So yeah, let's just get out.
mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. The next level is Three of Cups. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see
Ooh,
what's up with Three of Cups.
interesting.
Okay, wait, Three of Cups. We are suddenly dressed for a party and tailor fit clothes that make you feel like yourself. We see a vision of what would happen if we met our love earlier in a smaller human party. What scenario unfolds? What earlier version of them do we come to meet and cherish in this person of heaven? Do you want this to be you or me?
Um, you can take this.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like, gosh, I still haven't fleshed out a story for my young love, but let's see. I feel like I meet a version of younger us. Wait, let me read that again. I feel like I see I feel like it's like a beach party. Like everybody's in dresses, sure, but it's like beach dresses. And I feel like there's so in this alternate dimension, if we met each other earlier, I feel like we would be a little bit less wiser
Okay.
because like the time apart just focused taught us each other like to master our own energies. But I feel like this is my great love. Let's yeah. It's some gruff big bear man, you know. Um
Ooh.
um let's name them like ang ina, my brain went like Lope K. Santos. What? And then, and then, let's name him Santos. Sige, let's name him Santos. Yeah, so I feel like in this version of heaven where we met each other earlier, hindi naman sa things were too easy, paano ba? Um, hmm. We just fell in love before we knew who we are, and so we didn't really appreciate our love as much as we did. And
That's good.
yeah. And I feel like wow, I keep eating in these RPGs. I feel like I just eat some empanadas.
Okay.
I appreciate Santos kasi in this version of heaven kasi hindi pa ganun ka-chiseled yung jaw niya. Parang ako, ano pa siya, baby boy pa siya. Pero I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. What do you do? Do you want to do anything in this heaven, in this beach party? We're all dressed up.
Um, I'm letting you take your time with Santos. I
Okay.
am going around. I spot some beautiful women,
Oh, all right. Yeah.
and I go up to them.
Mm.
Just have a casual, just chat them up.
Yeah, and I feel like their voices are become like a little bit higher or a little bit nicer around you because they're like, who's this? Like kind of like that. Yeah, they're like, oh, come here, are you sure? Like, and I feel like they're super fascinated with you. Like, oh,
Okay.
there's like an earth energy amongst you, about you. Like, you're of
Oh,
heaven, but you're not really from here, right?
right. Yes.
And they're a little bit too curious, but I feel like you don't really say anything that's too damning. What do you say to that though?
You're right. I don't say much because I'm enjoying the attention. I
Oh
am
yeah.
back. I'm just basking in the that oozing feeling of I'm special in this realm, you know.
Oh
Um
yeah.
but I do have my eye on someone, but I'm like pretending that you're average, you're mediocre to me. So once in a while I give her a good look and then I gaze
Heaven's
at, the
host. Heaven's host
sorry.
is just an eight. Heaven's host, they're just an eight.
Oh, right.
They need to try harder. They need to try harder. You give them a look and then
That's it. You Miss on you're being generous. But yeah, 8 is fine. Yeah, so that's what I do. But there's something about her. There's something about her that just makes me give a second look every now and then, a third and a fourth look. Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe curiosity or I don't know, the loins, something.
Yeah. And I feel like she's like she looks like this. So I'll change this to gal. And she has
Oh,
like her eyes like shift, like the whites of her eyes like turns to black or like her eyes shift every
oh
time like
wow.
every time
Okay.
you see her it's like you're not sure what her eyes are like. And for me, I
I like
feel
that.
like I just notice. I feel like I just noticed the clock, or I noticed
Okay.
the calendar. Um, Kind of like I feel like I spent too much time as a human that I forgot how fluid time could be, and
Mm-hmm.
how and now that we're like in a corporal level of heaven, I'm like, oh, look at that clock. It's not go. It's like it's almost like the seconds are not going as fast.
Okay.
Or there's this part of me that's like, oh, I know that it can go backwards if I wanted to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel
That's really
sentimental
cool.
about Santos, but I do nothing. I feel. I just
Ah,
appreciate the whole but I appreciate what I said in the start about the whole uh
you don't do anything.
we
Okay. Sounds familiar.
but I feel like no, but I feel yeah. I mean, because if we met each other earlier, we didn't know each other. We didn't know who we are yet, right?
Right.
That was
Right.
the
Yeah.
cat and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh my
Mm.
gosh! Now that I'm playtesting this, I'm like, oh wow, there are totally huge repercussions to the prompts that I wrote. Yeah,
Okay, good
I
that
feel
we're
like
testing it. Could you hold
yeah,
on? Could you
yeah.
give me like just a second? I need to switch a light on. Just one light on.
Okay. I'll give your random gal like a name. Can I call them like Ella?
Sorry, which one?
The girl that you were looking at. Can I name them Ella or like Elena?
Oh, Elena, maybe. Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Um
And someone's
I feel like I feel like Elena holds your hand and asks to come with you. She wants to go to a different floor.
okay. I don't like this level of I don't like this level of intrusion, but I can't say I did not ask for it, having given her many, flirtatious looks. I tried my best not to. Okay, sure.
Do you call me?
Let's go. Uh I I don't call you, but I managed to catch a glimpse of you before I was taken away, and
Mhm.
I gestured something. So
Mhm.
I was telling you that something glorious is about to happen. Yeah, with my
Wow.
eyes. I was telling you that with my eyes.
Like some psychic telepathy shit.
Exactly, because I knew you'd get it. Yeah, yeah. That's it. I
Yeah,
look you
yeah.
in the eye and I give you that message. And then I
Um,
disappeared in the party from the party.
okay. It's Ace of Swords, so the tower doesn't fall yet.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're still going. I feel like Elena smashes the next button instead of one of us. I feel like this is a good rhythm though that we'll just take turns in terms of like the prompt referring to who. Knight
Okay,
of
okay.
Cups.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me pull up the PDF. Why does my laptop doesn't like it when I'm streaming when I'm streaming and I have too many stuff open. Okay, it's crying. Oh my gosh,
Aw.
does it not want us to go to the level of Knight of Cups? Okay,
Are we being sabotaged?
hold on. No, it's scrolling now. Wait.
Okay. It's good.
Wait, hold on. Trying to find a page.
Jesus, you have like a million tabs open.
I'm sorry. Wait. Oh. Strings with cans on the end of them hang off of a ledge and are the prayers of people who miss and love me. Which songs do I forget to listen to in my human life do I try to sing back? So what does this look like? Where do you think would be the strings of the cans of people who love you would be hanging from?
These are literal cans on strings, right?
Yep, yep, yes.
Gosh. Wow, I did not expect that detail. Mm,
I imagine them to be like there's like just this white um expanse, and it's just like a cliff, and there's
uh-huh.
like just one fence that's not complete, and it has multicolored strings and a bunch of cans that you could
Okay.
listen to.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like Elena loves the place. Oh shit. Oh.
She loves it. Okay. Good.
Yeah. I feel like Mison rushes up to one that's colored tangerine. What do you think I hear?
Tangerine. You hear waterfalls. Yeah, the sound of waterfalls.
And what was the prayer?
Someone. Someone saying someone's name
Mm-hmm.
again and again. Yeah. So because it
Mm.
was repeated, you get the impression that this is a longing for, yeah, that name. Whatever it is that holds that name, whether a person, a spirit, whatever.
Oh, maybe it was my name in a different version.
Yeah, maybe. How do
Yeah,
you
and I
feel?
feel like
Well, how do
I
you
feel like
feel about that?
I feel like I'm really touched about like an understanding that I don't understand. Do you get it? It's like oh, I understand how this person feels, but I also don't understand the context by which you're saying my name. That's not my name.
I
I
like
feel like
that.
I feel like I cry a little bit.
Oh my god, I like it. That touched me. I felt that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Do you take up one of the cans? I feel like Elena like comes up to the cans and keeps listening to a lot of them actually.
Right. Wow. She's just I hope she's not leading me on, but okay. Yeah. All right. One of the cans capture my attention because it has it has a skull drawing on it that looks like one of the skull drawings I've made in my childhood.
Okay. Yeah.
So I go up to it,
Mm.
I have a listen, and it says you're forgiven. Yeah, and I
Ooh.
smile. Yeah.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah. And you're forgiven, apology accepted, nothing hurts. I did not expect it would look this good. It's amazing. Yeah, that's what I hear.
I feel like I watch your face as you're like listening to your own can, like that, and I'm like, and I feel like I feel like I I don't really throw. I put down the can that I first got and listen to a bunch more. I feel like we spend a few hours here, and I feel like when I have enough like bravery for it, I feel like I take a can that doesn't have any drawings on it. That's really plain and like
Hmm.
magically create and like paint on it like butterflies
Ooh.
and say um just say go in one of the cans. I feel like I yeah, I feel like I send it towards like um just kid versions of like my friends and all of their
Hmm.
plans, like a big ate figure just going like go for it, go like that.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you say anything
Yeah.
to the cat? Do you try to sing back?
Um. No, I am still pretty amused, but at this point, still pretty amused by the message I received from the first scan. But this Elena, I look at you
Mm.
twice, and I telepathically tell you that it seems like this girl, she knows something that I should know because her gestures just she's just trying to show me it looks like she's trying to show me something. Um and so I look away from you, I look at Elena and she was there holding a can that I did not notice at first because it looked very normal.
Mm-hmm.
But now having paid more attention to it, I see that it has an inscription, which I
Oh.
can't read from where I was standing. But now I'm curious, so I move closer. Right, I read it, still can't make out what it is. Looks like ancient writing or whatever. And then I have a listen. So I'm listening now, and you're just minding your business. Elena's there looking at me like, okay, you should be picking up something, but nothing is really coming through. There's a there's a sound of air.
It's like a special kind of silence.
Yeah, it's a special. That's right. It's a special kind of silence. Like this is a song from a world far, far away.
I feel like it's someone breathing with you and
Okay.
not needing to do anything. Alam mo yung parang you're like just both lying down in bed and it's just that silence of like not really staring at each other because you're both really sleepy, but just like satisfied and content. It's that silence that's like transmitted in the can.
Right. Right. And then I look at Elena and she was like, and she tells me, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that?" And I said, "It's just silence." Exactly. It's silence. That's what you lost. I'm like, what are you saying?
Oh shit.
Like, what
Uh-huh.
are you saying? She says nothing more, smiles at me,
Mm-hmm.
and smile that seems to say, "You'll be fine. Like, you'll figure it out. It'll come to you. Maybe sooner rather than later, but it'll come to you." So I'm confused. I look at you. I always look at you because you're my
Mm-hmm.
companion here. You're my greatest friend here. I always look
Mm-hmm.
at you if I need some kind of consolation because I know you would get me. I look at you and you're like, "Yeah, I'm slightly confused too, but I think we're still up to something good here. So maybe not question
I feel
things so
like
much."
I feel like I'm really soft from like literally we spent a few hours just listening to lost songs here and I did do some encouraging
Mm.
songs through the cans. I feel like
Oh,
there's this
nice.
part of me that's like kunin mo na lang alam mo yun. There's like why
Yes.
aren't you like this these are little cans of like lost things that are returning to
Right.
you. Like
Yes.
what are you like you know
Yeah.
like why are you fighting this? Why are you fighting this? And I'm like
Right.
kind of teasing you in a bit. And I'm like, oh, ako nga, nasosobra
Right.
na nga ako. It's too cheesy here. And I feel like, and then I feel like Elena's just like shrugging their shoulders and it's like, I mean, it's up to
Right.
you.
Right. I don't fully trust Elena, but I look at you and I see that affirmation on your face. And I know
Mm.
you as someone who has you're someone who's known to make great choices. So I completely trust you. And all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, all right, let's have a listen to some more of these cans. I just want to, like put more music in my head because I feel like we're going to need it as we move along in this journey. So we do that and I just take
I
random cans,
do,
have a listen.
I take the can that you listened to that was nondescript at the start.
Uh-huh.
I pull at the string, like I remove it from the can, and then I tie it to your finger. And then when you move away, it like disappears and it becomes like a red string of fate kind of thing where you're
Okay.
like tied to that person on the other end or that entity on the other end.
Hmm. Okay.
So
All
that
right.
it's always like you're always accompanied by this silence. And I feel like I also have that
Nice.
face. Okay lang. Like, can I do this? Can I like just tie? I mean, you know how like
So,
kids like tie
yeah.
strings on each other's fingers so that they don't forget. So it's almost like,
Right.
oh, let me just take off this thing and then put it on your hand, kind of thing.
And I don't fight back. So, yeah.
Hmm. I'm like, and then I think when we notice that it accompanies you, even if we go near the elevator, I'm like, oh, that okay, that seems good. Like we don't need
Okay.
scissors, okay. And then I feel like
Okay.
we enter the elevator, if that's
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, I'm not
Um,
feeling anything weird. It's a good feeling actually to be tied, bound, connected to this thing, whatever. Yeah, okay.
okay, so I feel like okay, so let's just check if the okay, so the tower did not collapse. It's judgment. Okay. As long as it's not devil, it's fine. So mga Joker, but you know. Okay. Um,
Oh,
I feel like Mison um presses the next button. Oh shit! So many cards popped up. Two of Pentacles,
hmm.
and it's also a skull. Ooh.
Ooh, I like that.
Hmm.
They're here.
Where's my thingy? Oh, no, no, no.
I quite enjoyed our time there. I didn't think we would, but yeah, the cans were a good experience after all.
Yeah. I passed through a convenience store with all my favorite meals with my family, the ones I found, the ones that found me. Getting these to the cashier, I find what kind of nourishment. The clerk gives what to me for free.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay.
I feel like I see sinigang, I see hipon, I see melon milk, I see all the kinds of rice desserts that I like. I find the perfect snow ice cream and all the dark chocolate that I could ever like. I feel like there's a part of Maria that wants to grab everything and put it in the shopping cart, but I feel like she just gets one tiny tincture of melon milk but has like the happiest face on earth. Cause
Nice.
oh, I feel like but technically we can eat it in the food court. I think I feel like I feel like the cajera's like a fucking cat, like this pink floofy
Oh,
cat. Yeah,
nice.
and they're like and they're like oh this is heaven. It's automatically all of your favorite food.
I love it.
What do you see? What do you see? I feel like Elena's
I
like grabbing beer.
okay. She's that type. All right, I'll let her do her thing. I like what's in your basket. Um so it's my turn. I cue and I look amused at the cat and I'm like, oh, this is cool, but it's so trippy at the same time. And although it's a convenience
Heaven,
store,
bitch.
huh? What?
Heaven, bitch.
I know. I love it. I love it so far. So far.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
although this is a convenience store, I did not expect, but suddenly there was a bakery like behind the cat
Uh-huh.
cashier. There's a bakery and
Uh-huh.
the
There's
cat
like a door
gestures to me
to
that
yeah. Yeah.
the cat gestures to me that I can get all the pandesal that I want.
Holy
So
shit,
it
and there's Candy Coco, and I'm also super fucking excited.
oh
Wala
my
na,
god.
puta. We need to take a 5 minute break
Yes.
for Char. Joke lang. I'm kidding.
Oy,
So there's
favorite
a
ko din yun. And
pandesal.
then I look
Mhm.
at you because I look at you and we were like our eyes grew big because suddenly the place was like there was a waft of freshly baked bread everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So parang you were our skin started to glow and she's like
Mhm.
and the cat cashier is like, yeah, all the pandesal you want and all the loose tea that you want,
Mhm.
green tea from Pondicherry or wherever, name it, we have it. And so obviously I say yes to those things.
And
Um,
I feel like the shop assistants are like these gorgeous men who are like
ooh,
who are in like these vests and are like very very fucking polite in terms of like what do you want madame in terms of like what teas do you want and what breads do you want and they're like in these crisp pieces of paper that are like well designed
mm,
and they're just so
yeah.
satisfying to look at that you want to take pictures of it and stuff and I think
Mm.
yeah I think I do that
That okay? You painted a very that's a luxurious picture. Now, you said men, right?
We can
Uh,
also add women. The one that's assisting me
right.
is just a really overly nice Egyptian man.
Okay, okay. Ah, I like that. You know what?
Uh-huh.
As it happened, like it happened in the party, once
Mm-hmm.
again, my eyes turn its gaze to someone who looks familiar. So this time
Okay.
I'm out. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I've seen you somewhere. I'm pretty sure I've seen you somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I ask for pandesal from him, and he comes close to me, and I just feel lighter. The closer he approaches me, the lighter I feel.
Wow! Damn! High miss! High miss vibe, you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Mm.
And at this point I'm wearing a rather thin piece of clothing, and you could tell that my nipples are perking out, but you come really, like, you rush to me and you say, what are you doing? I said, what am I doing? Your nipples, they're perking up. Okay. And then it's as if it's a voluntary muscle. I snap my fingers, and they're
And
like,
it
I
goes
look
back.
it looks normal again, and I don't look flushed and pinkish anymore. It's like, okay, normal mode again. Yeah, and then I get my
Yeah,
pandesal and
but
I
at
share
yeah,
some
but
with
at
you.
that moment, this please correct me if I'm wrong with his look. He's like bald and has like some nice tattoos, and he has like
Fuck you!
I feel like he leans more into your space the moment you do that. It's like and it's more of like is something the matter? Is something bothering you? Is kind of level. And then I feel like I'm also just holding your hand. Kasi parang I have like a cinnamon, tapos meron akong cardamom rice eme here, and then I have like an onigiri in my other hand. Basta sobrang baboy moment ako. like I have a bunch of stuff. Like this is what I'm gonna bring to the cat cashier, and I'm like, parang feeling ko binabox out kita so that you don't run
Mm,
away from me, dude.
mm. Oh,
What do you do?
okay. You, Miss On, you're fucking
I'm,
sharp.
I'm randomly also eating my stuff. Like I'm like nibbling at the free sample that I grabbed.
Okay, okay. I pretend that I did not want to be in that situation you're boxing me in right now, but
Mm-hmm.
secretly, I'm thankful that you're doing it because I'm really curious about this guy. Like, I know him. I've seen him, so
Mm-hmm.
I've met him. So, pressed into that moment, figuratively and literally, I ask him a question. I say, "What's your name?"
Mm-hmm.
He,
Sam,
he, Sam. Have I seen you somewhere?
I feel
Do
like
we know
we've
each other?
shared. Yeah, I feel like we've shared many drinks before. Something as mundane as milk. And then he offers like a spice chai thing. Um, it's a drink that looks normal. You've probably had it a lot as a human, but like in heaven, like this is like the perfect version of it, And it's in this um well designed glass. It's the perfect temperature. It even has like some kind of. It has this herb that you don't know of, but it's doing things to your body in terms of like
That's it.
reminding you that you feel okay. Like para
Right.
siyang relaxant. Like you just feel more okay with it. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
yeah, and then like he drinks it through the straw, but he offers like the same straw to you. and he and then he's like I feel like he says something like we've shared life's pleasures together before.
And then it clicks to me. Yes, we have.
Mm,
Um, and I drink from this, so I drink it.
yeah.
I drink it, and immediately I remember all these life's pleasures. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I still can't quite put my finger on it. But okay, I remember now. Yeah, we've done a lot of great things together and to each other. And
If you're okay with it, he kisses your cheek. If you're okay with it.
fuck. Yeah, I look at you, Mison, because I'm like, okay, how do you feel about all of this happening? Like, you kind of put me in this situation.
Bitch,
I
we're
just wanna,
living. Everything happens for us.
I just,
Char.
I want to check on you. I mean, do you want
Mm.
to go and pay for?
Really,
I mean, not pay, but
really, really hot guy is kissing you on the cheek, and you remember everything about him, and you're checking on me. Really, really, really,
yes, yes, I am that messed up.
really,
Yes,
really.
yes,
Tangina.
because okay, I stop him. He's kissing me. I'm saying, just give me a second. I look at you and I tell you, Mison, you remember that glass? I don't drink from my glass right away, okay? I let it sit for a few, okay? And then you're just laughing at me now,
Yeah, yeah.
okay?
I'm just laughing at you because I'm like, it's the perfect temperature, though.
No, but I remind you of the other times I've drank from, again, telepathically without saying anything. I try to
I love
feed
this telepathy
you.
shit.
I try to feed you my old memories of drinking from sharing glasses with other people or entities, and being um devastated after for whatever reason. But you give me this look like, I don't care. This is a different glass. Just keep drinking from it. I'm like
Yeah,
looking at
yeah.
you with my eyes grew big, and I'm just looking at you like, okay, once again, you are known to make great decisions historically. Yes, so I'm gonna trust you. So I turn my back around you. I look at Sam. Oh
Mm.
fuck, and I grow weak.
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay. Okay, and I reach for the cup and I can't resist it, and I just start gulping and gulping. It's warm. You shouldn't gulp while warm things, but that's what I'm doing because I'm doing
Mm.
crazy things now, and it's like involuntary. Whatever is happening right now, it's just involuntary.
Or just
Yeah, and I
feels that.
finish.
Mm. I feel like
Yeah, and
Sam
I
compliments. I feel like Sam
okay.
says, "Oh, you're so beautiful," something like that. Um, and I feel like I leave you two for like a conversation while I assess and reflect on all these foods that I've appreciated on Earth, as like the
Oh.
cat is like beeping them on the register, and instead of numbers coming up on the cashier, it's the dates that I first ate them that pop up. um
Ooh.
yeah, and then the cashier already accepts that as payment. I feel like, what do you think the clerk gives to me for free?
Ooh. I think you get three wishes.
Damn, from a pink cat that owns a convenience store.
Yes.
What does
Anything
the
you
wish look
want.
like? Okay, like a
Anything you
free
want.
voucher in the convenience store, is that it?
Absolutely. You want those rub-on stickers that win you money or whatever. Anything
Mhm.
you want, really.
Mhm.
Except for the classic thing that you cannot ask for, which is more wishes. That's the only thing. So three is a divine number at this point.
Mhm.
So you must stick to that. So don't mess up with that number. Yeah.
I
It's
asked the cat
practically
if there's
anything.
like an expiry date.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an
Fucking
expiry
good
date?
question.
Yeah.
Nah, nah,
It's a
no,
voucher.
that
Nah, nah. So I
no
keep it
doesn't
on
work
my
here.
breast pocket. Yeah, I keep it in my breast pocket, and I'm like, I'll save it for later. And then I feel like Elena like comes up to me like super satisfied, like with a grin on her face, like with her own version of like her favorite foodstuffs in her backpack. I
Nice.
feel like you emerge from like a booth from your date with Sam. Um, but how was it?
I emerge from the booth. I look at you. This time, not telepathically, but verbally. I thank you, and I smile at you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
Yes.
So kayo na. So are you a thing, or do you leave your
It's
number with this person, or because I feel like there's this whole feeling that we're gonna get on the elevator,
okay. Okay.
but
Oh, okay. We're about to leave. Um, I thank you because whatever happened in the booth, uh, remember Elena in one of the tin cans, and she said, "Yeah, that's what you lost." The
mm,
experience with Sam, for some reason, recovered what was lost. Still, no name to put on it, but yeah, I reclaimed it, and so I
mm-hmm,
feel really like good about myself. Yeah.
mm. Yeah, I feel like you're mm, mm. Yeah. I feel like he just gives you like an order slip. Alam mo yung parang, you know how in like in bakery shops, like you have like these checklists. Hindi man checklists, like an order slip that you can check and then give to the cashier what you want.
Yeah.
I feel like he gives you one of those. I feel like you forgot that you worked in one of these heavenly bake shops before, where you could
Okay.
literally just, or just the feeling of being able to order anything was always available to you. So like he gives you one of those pads with
Right.
merit, and it has one of those um embossed version, what do you call this, it's not really a code, alam mo yung parang OR, like it has
Okay.
yeah, it just has his imprint on the side.
Oh,
He's giving it to
his.
you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So but alam mo
All
yun, so
right.
it's like a check, it's like his own checkbook, but he's giving one to you. Yeah, but
Huh.
it's not a check, but it's
Right.
not a
Okay.
checkbook. It's like an order slip for the bake shop.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
good for
Yeah, and
mornings
I.
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
you
All
what?
right. Okay. And
And then you
I just
what?
thought, it looked so good. Like I run my fingers on this piece of paper, and yeah, there's a nice feeling to it. Yeah.
Mm. I feel like there's this part of me that has still another mochi in my face, and it's like, ano, iwan na kita? Parang ganun. Like, I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, I think the reason why people don't really heist heaven well enough is because we get so fucking distracted. and then
Oh, that is true. Can we
yeah,
can we
yeah, yeah.
can we take him? I feel like okay. Now I feel like we shouldn't leave
Yeah, we
without
can take him
Sam.
though. Yeah, we can definitely take him though.
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
that. Let's take him with us.
I feel like Sam becomes super happy when you said that.
Oh, okay. Great. He's in. All right.
He
Let's
he
do this.
hangs like he hangs the apron up and gives it to like one of the other cats who's less pink, and the cat gets it with its mouth, and um yeah, and then I feel like he clicks the next button. I drew a
Okay.
6 of wands, so that's not a devil, so we're still
Good.
going.
Awesome.
um the next floor that we're going to is, okay, Sam, help me pick the next floor. Lol, halatang mahilig ako gumawa ng NPCs na nanlalandi. 10 of cups. Oh,
Misogyny.
this should
Ooh.
be a happy one. I mean, I don't remember what I wrote, but it should be. An outdoor shower waterfall with bathing gorgeous angels, so
Damn.
many of them. They fill me with what overflowing joy by sheer proximity. How do they console me of my loss? Jokingly, cheekily, what memory of your lover is revived in these waters? Okay,
Hmm.
yeah, so it's gusto ko waterfalls. I feel like it's definitely like several alcoves of natural spring water. And I feel like
Nice.
there's a lot of people, and a lot of people are like having barbecue,
Ooh.
and people don't have body shame. So either people can be naked
Nice.
or can be in nice bathing suits, and
Okay.
this version of Maria doesn't have body shame, so she's just gonna be fucking happy with the perfect temperature of the moss. And I feel like I sit in underneath one of the fountains for like a good fucking hour. I feel like Elena is having a fun time, like bussing with the waiters because she likes getting the freshly grilled squid I feel like Sam this is the first time he's trying some stuffed clams. Wow, I'm just really describing food this whole time.
Mm,
What
mm.
I feel like who do you think I meet? Who do you think disturbs me as I'm like taking a like sitting as in talagang isang oras lang ako
You
nakaganon sa tubig.
okay?
Yeah.
Um,
Who do you think disturbs me?
you
But there's like a ton of like really happy people like playing around, you know.
right, right. And there are these two guys. So they look like twins, but
Oh.
they're not. But they look like they're
Mm,
twins, and they start approaching you.
okay.
Is that the 10 of cups?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and they start approaching you, and they one of them reaches for your hand.
Hmm. Nakapikit ako ah. I am meditating and with my eyes closed. Okay. Okay. He reaches for a hand and then go ahead. It's okay.
And obviously that wakes you up
Oh.
because
Okay.
that's an intrusion of your space. Not really an intrusion because you feel like it's actually like a nice welcome because the touch felt really, it was gentle, yeah, non-intrusive at all. And you look up and
Okay.
you see them. um yeah, that's it. And it's like, what's gonna happen next?
What
But
do they look
now,
like?
all
What do
now
they
your
look like?
attention now your attention is not in meditation anymore. So they look, they have, one of them has a blonde hair, and he has a
Okay.
snake tattoo on his neck,
Mm-hmm.
like the snake's going around his neck. He's topless, but he's wearing like nice white shorts. You can see like the
Mm-hmm.
niceness of his legs, his calves. You can see that he's working out or however he got his body. And the other one of them is, he's bald.
Mm.
uh Something about him tells you he's a dancer. uh
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And
I
they
go.
gesture. Go ahead.
Okay. They gesture. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The one with the blonde hair that reach for your hand gestures that
Mm-hmm.
um you go somewhere where there's less people, less crowd.
I ask him why.
They just want to show you something.
Where is Arguelles here?
She is
Feeling
she's
ko
with
nagsa-sunbathing
Sam.
ka. Yeah, yeah.
Medyo.
Okay. Yeah.
She's with Sam,
Mm.
but she took a break from just enjoying the sun and the water because at this point she's looking at Elena because she wants to. There's something she wants to tell Elena. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I could
I feel
see
like
Arguelles could see what's happening to you, like, but I'm not bothered. They don't look
okay.
like bad guys.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I fall. Yeah, especially in this like waters. I feel like these waters can never attract certain types of thought or being. I
Okay.
feel like I follow the blonde and bald person to the a more secluded sanctuary, and it's really peaceful and it's really nice. And I feel like I'm reminded. Oh, and then I feel like I remember that they're kind of like family. I feel like they're old, like um I feel like they're specters of like old guardians or just like they've been siblings or they've been guards in my
Hmm.
other iterations. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
I feel like I feel like we just catch up.
Right. Okay.
Parang nangangamusta, parang ganun.
Hmm. You're right. And then the bald one, uh, he stops just as you reach this uh, sort of a nice. If it were a forest, it's a. So you went under the waterfall, right? You didn't think
Okay.
it. It did not look like there was a way through it. But then you find
Mm, but
yourself in
there
the
is.
sanctuary. and
I
then
love it. Yeah, yeah.
eventually you were in this um it looked like a cave with some, maybe knee deep, knee high water. And the bald guy tells you that this is the time, this is a great time to make one of your wishes because this place is sacred and it can practically make anything happen. You
I
could
tell
take
him I
it
don't. I
or
tell him
not.
I don't know what. I tell him I don't know what to wish for.
Okay.
What does he say?
He's um he tells you to really think hard. As cheesy as it sounds, knock on your heart and
Damn.
and and don't
I feel like blonde guy is like it's like
what what
it's like makes a face like that to bald guy, but yeah, yeah.
yes, yes, he's bald but he's not sinister looking. He looks
Yeah,
very
yeah,
gentle
totally.
and very caring actually.
Very act,
and
very act.
and and he wants to, he doesn't mean to push you, but all he wants really is that you, he says, look into your heart. And when you look into your heart, don't use your head like, Mison, you're all in your head. Stop living in your head. Drop your head. Because your heart knows exactly what it wants. And I can tell you it wants something right now. But
And
again,
I feel like the waters shift colors the moment that bald guy says
oh,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, and then
yeah.
I feel like I say something like, um, um, I just want to feel, paano ba? Like I want my digestion to be better. I feel like I think that's what she says.
Okay.
Um, it feels like I consume so many things. I work with so many things, but it never pairs down together to the essential or fundamental, or I never really, alam mo yung parang you eat something but your
Right,
digestive tract doesn't absorb it,
right.
right? So it's like even if it's the right mix, even if it's like organic and beautiful, and I feel like kasi galing tayo
Mm.
dun sa convenience store eh. So,
Mm.
and then we're like eating all of the seafood pa with the powder. So I feel
Yeah.
like she's like, I have all of this availability, but I can't seem to digest all of these things that I'm receiving.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. And you know what?
I feel like that's what I say to my bald companion. Nah, I just want like a better digestion tract. I can't seem to absorb the things that I'm having.
Bald guy smiles.
Okay.
In a very cinematic way, it starts to drizzle, and
Ooh,
then
ooh,
rain.
yeah.
It starts to rain. It starts to pour really hard. You're in
Oh
this
wow.
cave, but there are opening in the caves where the water can come in.
Yeah, I love
Um,
it. Wow, it's so scenic. I love it. Yeah, yeah. And there's like some
and
Tyndall effect happening because
ooh,
of the whole. Yeah, yeah,
damn,
yeah.
yeah, that's nice. And you do something, you've never done before. So
Mm,
Mison, you don't quite like, you like the water, but you don't necessarily like dancing around or hanging around in the rain. But now
mhm,
you do that, and all three of
mhm,
you start dancing, and
mhm,
in a very Maynard sort of like ecstatic, something just possessed you kind of way, you
mhm,
start just opening your arms up to the sky, and your head and your mouth was like open in the vastness of the sky, and rainwater
mhm,
starts filling your body, and you don't like
mm.
it, you can't control it. It just starts happening, and all three of you are dancing. And then the rain also again cinematically just starts to quiet down, and it's back to
Mhm.
like just peaceful
And it's
again.
like the good kind of tired that's nourished tired rather than
Mm,
tired tired. Um,
yeah.
without necessarily needing to do anything. I feel like I
Mm,
have like one of my heads leaning on one of their shoulders, and I feel
yeah.
like I'm like opening and closing my own hands, and I'm like, you know what's funny, big brother? I feel like I tell him that um I feel like our deepest wishes we don't really say out loud, or we can't seem to form them. Don't you think
Mm.
that's funny? And
Yeah.
I feel like blonde guy is also like leaning his chin on my shoulder, like right behind me. So we're like this
Right.
sandwich. Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Well, that's a nice
Mm,
thought. I like that. Yeah, yeah. You're having a great time. You're enjoying yourself. One of your hand just almost involuntarily reaches for your
mm-hmm.
stomach.
Okay.
You give it a good scratch because it started to itch. You
Okay.
give it a good scratch. Um, and you let out a big burp. It was
Oh
so
yeah, totally.
loud. It
Yeah,
was so
yeah,
loud. We heard it all the way across the waterfall. Because remember, you wherever
yeah.
you traversed, you did that. We
Mm.
heard it, and then the whole place just started to laugh with you. Like all of a sudden, there
Yeah,
was
yeah,
laughter.
yeah. Tapos yung, kahit yung mga ibon lumipad pero tumatawa. Yeah, yeah. So they're
Oh,
translating the birds
exactly.
to fly and are laughing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and one moment you look at a blonde guy's snake tattoo, and it seemed
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the snake was even laughing with you.
Laughing with him. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So
I feel like when we feel better, we like swim up top, and when we
yeah.
emerge to the other side, I feel like it's been like one of those like weird time folds again where it's been 2 weeks when
Mm.
it like we were gone for 10 minutes, but it was 2 weeks in the other side kind of thing.
Ah, wow.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, and I feel like maybe I feel like blonde guy gets me an ointment like like one of those Chinese ointments from on a green bottle and says for your tummy kind of thing.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Where are you?
My I've just been taking my time slow at this point while you were having all the grand experiences, just getting to know Sam more. I managed to find Elena, and when I did, I just felt right to kiss her and tell her that
Wow, I love it. Hmm.
I told her that I see you and I still want you here. And then she was like, "Yeah,
Wow.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I feel like you have your like hands entwined.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Nothing too eventful, just simmering in the moment like
I love
you
how you're
go
holding a
with
mug.
Sam.
I can imagine Arguelli is also holding a mug right now.
Oh, totally, yeah. Maybe, yeah, that's his demeanor. You're right.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like I feel like the blonde guy says that you can always come back,
Mm-hmm.
right, for a bath if you want, but
Nice.
also says that you're always free to discover more so that you can always know more what else you're wishing for.
Nice.
Yeah? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
cool? And I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
he hits the next button. Like, alam mo yung parang he hits it, but he doesn't come along.
Okay, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
they reach in and yeah, yeah, yeah.
right.
Okay.
It
Uh,
feels right to move. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just gonna check if the tower doesn't collapse. Oh, yeah. So 6 of Swords. So we're still going. By
Nice.
the way, I'm gonna cap the cast in case we like the max is I think 3 hours. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
having fun though. Like just
I'm
checking
having
in
a
you.
great time. I'm
Yeah,
having a
yeah,
great
me too.
time.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be this like I didn't expect it to be this fluffy. King of Wands. Okay. But I did write this to be like mundane,
You did?
fantastical mundane.
Okay. I think we're getting a
I
good
mean,
mix so far, no? Yeah.
yeah. Wait, King of Wands. For a moment, I think I'm in hell. So much fire is pouring from the chest of a giant statue. We're
Hmm.
in a basement of some temple. ardor, charity, fervor, a small mud gnome named Stubborn asks if I would like to be remade again and melts in glee of the cascade of firefall. If I do enter, what room lies behind the flames? Whose lost voice do I find there? Okay, first of all, I look at Stubborn and I go like, and okay. First of all, yung reaction ko is like, we just came from like a waterfall, chilly paradise, and then putang
Right.
inang, like fire, fall, hell, and I go like at Stubborn. I'm like, I feel like there's a part of me that wants to slam the next button, but um, I feel like Elena like stops the door, and when Stubborn says that, do you want to be remade again? Um, and he kind of
Stubborn.
laughs.
Okay. Okay.
How do you react?
Do you want to be remade again? Uh, I look at Elena and
Mm,
I'm like, okay, you're doing it again. You've been doing it since I met you, and you're doing it again.
mm,
Um, I look at you. Here I go again to find
mm-hmm.
you and see. I look at you. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Um, do you know where we are?
I feel like we can ask Stubborn, who's the small gnome.
Of
Um,
course, of course.
I
And let
feel
me
like
ask Stubborn because I don't like gnomes, so I can't even look at
okay.
Stubborn. But I'll let you do that.
Mm, I feel like I asked Stubborn, and he says that oh, only giant change could be made in giant fires, and if you want to completely transform, we have these fires of heaven for you. Um,
Okay.
and then it is every fervor and every passion. Um,
All right, that makes sense now.
yeah, and then I feel like Sam is very comforting. I feel like he's massaging your like shoulders about this. Um,
Okay.
huh. I
Okay.
feel like okay. Do you do something? I feel like I'm still staring at Stubborn.
You are. But as you're having the conversation, I connect with you telepathically, and I'm downloading all these messages from you, and it's
Uh-huh.
become clear to me that once again, bitch Elena was right. That we should not have skipped this level. We should go through it. So we did, and with so much clarity, I know exactly what I want to be transformed with Heaven's
Hmm.
Fire. Um,
Okay,
yeah, and I look at
go
the
ahead.
no. Now I can look at the no, and I'm like, okay, just let me know when it's my turn because I know exactly what I want, and then I kind
Yeah.
of just like do other things.
I feel
Whatever.
like I feel like Mison says that I just want all the poison, purges, and all the decayed, like the stuff that's stuck in my system that hasn't fully like excreted slash passed on to just be excised out of me, like surgeried out of me, like burnt. Um, Not that I want to be hollow or plain, but more of like I just want to know what it feels to feel less burdened with those things. What do you think Stubborn replies? Or how the fire replies to that?
Easy, easy. It's done. All right. Well, usher you in the next room when you're ready.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the fires giggle a little bit and they're a little bit more playful and lively. That I mean, they look intimidating at first, but as we come up to them, they're a lot more colorful than we thought. They have like tiny faces that are kind of entertaining rather than demonic.
Ooh.
And I feel like they say that those trappings are material. They're mud. They're um they're material. They keep saying material, material, material. Rah, 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 you know.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and they
Okay.
say it's the only thing you can build with. You don't really want to get rid of it. I feel like there's a fancy gay man behind who's like this perfect um perfect custodian slash, I don't want to call him a fashionista, but more of like a painter. Like he paints you like with like items or like settings. Um and I feel like I say I feel like I asked them what would be the settings for like the material, because I think I don't still agree with them with it being material. I asked
Mm,
them what are the possibilities with these materials, and I feel like he brings out like these portfolios. I feel like y'all are with me in this room, and I feel
mm-hmm.
like Sam's just I'm not really giggling, but more of like making really helpful noises in terms of like, oh, yung ganda yun, or like, oh, that's like a really nice color, or like seeing like the pictures and drawings.
Okay.
How about you? What are you doing, or do you have any ideas?
Um. Yeah. So with I was distracted by the atmosphere in this new room, but now I'm filled with this resolute urgency that okay, where do we go? What do we do next? So I turned to one of the giant fires. Um, Playful, like you described. I was a bit disappointed because as I walked closer and closer to it, it did not look as majestic as I expected it to be. Because I had all this
Okay.
narrative of how heaven's fire should look like, but it was just
Mm,
normal bonfire fire, camping fire. Like, okay. But I approach it and I say, this is what I want. I want you to
mm,
burn. And then I stop and I said, okay, I'm sorry. I did not mean to be disrespectful. I don't want you. I would like to ask for your help because I realize now
mm,
that I'm standing before something divine that I should be more polite.
mm,
And I say, um, I would like to ask for your help to burn and transform the Saturn in retrograde on my eighth house because I want I want to be remade. I want to be remade and live a life wherein I don't have to deal with sudden deaths, unrequited love, um, taxes that I can't deal with,
mm,
sex were just that were just um, no words for it. Yeah,
mm,
so I give that to the fire,
mm.
and damn it, to my disappointment, the fire says, "Nah, can't do that. Can't do that."
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like he gets really excited and really cocky and starts eating it. For the moment that he bites into it, he can't bite through it. Like it's this really hard candy. And he kind
Mm.
of just, he doesn't really spit it out, but he spits it out into his own hand and goes like, that's because it's a jam. It's like,
Mm.
I can't mess with gems. And I feel like at that moment, before you could even process, I feel like Maria Mison over there at the corner is like, it's like, Argolis, I don't like, I can't decide. Like this feels like getting a tattoo, but worse. um, um, I can't decide what kind of wings I want,
Ooh.
or what kind of sun that I want to be reinstalled into my hips.
Mm.
What do you suggest?
Sorry, Miss On, did you say sun?
Yeah, a sun in my hips. Yeah.
Okay, I think I may just have the answer to that. I am friends with the great imperishable fire, and
Yeah,
perhaps we
yeah.
should we should
Yeah, yeah.
seek the wisdom of the great imperishable fire for that.
I feel like the fire actually tilts his head. and tilts
Mm-hmm.
his head the other way. And he's like, why create an image when you can house a real one?
Mm.
I feel like he says that if you give me a wish, I'll live in your belly. Um, and
Shit.
you
That's
don't
good.
have to pay me rent. Yeah, yeah, and you don't have to pay me rent or whatever. Like he says that you don't have
That's
to pay me. Yeah, yeah.
that's fucking good.
Yeah, I feel like the painter says that I can do that, and he takes like a brush, and the giant flame like absorbs itself into like a tinder light into the edge of the paint, and then he lays it on top of me like on the belly button, and it's really searing hot at first, beyond painful, but also like alam mo yung parang it's like being pregnant. Like you have like a new baby or like but it's like a baby son, right?
Right.
Or it feels like dysmenorrhea or men's, right?
Okay.
And it's just something new growing in you. And it's just this metabolic force.
Mm. Mm.
And tap. I feel like the flame realizes that um the belly that I had used to be really damp, crowded. Tsaka ang daming kailangan i-transform. That he
Mm.
kind of has a lot of food. Like if he's like a bunny, marami siyang pagkain na allowed. So he
Right.
stays there and he's like meow meow. Um, he like he enjoys eating it. Yeah. Um, I feel weird though. I feel alam mo yun, parang pregnant lady vibes, pregnant or men's vibes. You know, like I have this ball of flame in my belly. So I feel like I have Elena and Sam helping me walk a bit.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like
Yes.
waddling a little bit like an old lady. Um, I feel like the painter's like, do you want any mark on your body?
Okay. Do you?
The painter's like, oh, I stay here all the time. They don't paint me, I paint them.
Sorry, did the painter ask me or ask you?
Yo, they ask you. He already
Ask me.
painted my belly, right? Yeah.
Right. Uh, and I reply and I said, I don't mean to be rude. I see you have great hands, great talent, but I cannot be initiated into anything. I cannot be owned by anything, and a marking would violate that. So thank you.
Hmm. I feel like he nods his head. Wait, my AirPods is like dying. Okay, and
Okay.
making too many sounds.
Yeah, my headphones might do that soon.
Hello? Can you
Yep,
hear me?
I can. Yeah.
Hold on.
I like this painting.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Ba't di kita marinig? Wait. I will
Oh,
leave the room and come
oh.
back in a bit.
Okay. Yeah, that might fix it. All right. I'll just hang out with the painter for the meantime.
Hello. Now I hear you. Wait, can you
You
talk?
back?
Yeah,
Yes.
now
So
I
you're
hear
awesome.
you. I
Okay.
feel like I need to refresh it so that the setup will refresh itself. Anyway, what
Oh,
was it?
right. Okay.
I feel like the painter just nods his head and is like, okay, you don't like me then. Something like that. Oh, I
And
feel
I
like it's
and I and I
mm,
gesture to the painter. Give me 1 second because Elena's asking me something. Yes. Okay. And I'm back.
and then Elena said
Yes.
what?
Yes. And I say no. I just told you. I just can't be owned. That's it. You've
Um,
got I see what you've done to my friend's belly. It's amazing. If only I could, but I have been sworn to an oath. I'm really sorry.
he nods his head and it's like, then go be free, my friend. Um, uh, thank you
Mm,
for your visit. Anyway,
okay.
and then I feel like he parts the curtain of fire to allow you to leave, and then I feel like the elevator is just like normal, like it's not as hot as everything else. Maybe it's a little hotter because of the sun in my belly, but it's just there.
Mm,
And I feel like you click the next button.
okay.
Oh, I will draw a card in terms of like, okay, it's Queen of Cups. We're not, the tower hasn't fallen. Okay,
Ooh.
press the next button. Eight of Pentacles.
Okay.
I wish I could print this out. Okay. Noah's painting a beat up vintage car, detailing and all, enthusiastically in the summer sun. You share stories of not being able to save everybody, but things that are important. Like to him, this car is still worth it.
It's a car. Car. The thing you drive.
Hmm. He's talking. So this is basically like Noah's Ark kind of shit. And
Okay.
you share stories about saving. You can't save everything, but that you can save the things that are important. So what do you say? Like, I guess he asks. I feel like he's a scruffy guy.
Mm,
Well,
mm.
let's make it a scruffy chick. She's like in a sleeveless, puti, ink stains, and he's like she kind of takes care of the car very sweetly.
Okay.
Um,
I
yeah, go ahead.
I can save anything, right?
Hmm.
I save a very precious portion of my memory. I
Hmm.
save some of the pandesal.
Hmm.
Um, I save a few people.
Hmm.
Let me see that. Okay. Yeah.
I feel like I'm still like bloated from the sun, eating a sun. Um, I feel like I talked to Noah. I feel like I feel like
Right.
we're not in a specific disaster right now. Why are you asking us such sad things about wanting to save things when everything's crumbling? You
Hmm.
seems like an odd question, Noah.
That is right. You're right.
What does Noah reply?
I'm saving you from the future.
When you have to decide, is that it?
Yeah, he just says that, which is not really a direct answer to your question, but Noah just felt the need to put it out there, like, this is what you must know right now. That I asked you that question because I need you to save some things for the future. And so
Mm.
it leaves us wondering about what's coming up next.
Then
Yeah.
I feel like I argue with Noah a little bit in terms of like, why don't you tell us ways that we could save the future instead of just saving what little belongings that will keep us from reminding ourselves? Shouldn't we like fight back against entropy?
Yeah. And and you see from the far distance where Noah was standing, three women.
Ooh.
They look like they were glimmering silhouettes.
Mm-hmm.
Although it was a far distance, you know that they are not normal in size because even from
Whoa,
that distance,
I love it. Okay. Okay.
they already look big. So you know that if you came closer, they would be just like humongous in front of you. Um,
Mm.
and it's a silhouette, and you could see a weaving action, like
Mm.
something between the three amongst the three of them was being woven. Noah, so without saying anything, Noah got your attention again, and he's like, "That's why. They're the reason why." Yeah.
I feel like I felt at Noah, and I'm like, I've lost too many things. I don't know if I could even think straight enough about what to keep. What does
Mm.
Chiyohi tell?
Right. And Noah tells you that you're going to the future, but you're going to need to illuminate your past so you know what to bring to your future. And for that, I have been told that you have the sun in your belly.
Okay.
Perhaps seek the advice of the sun.
Hmm. I feel like the sun says, this impenetrable fire says that things can feel unstable amid a lot of things, and that you can identify what's essential or needed or what would be in your hypothetical suitcase. But that's only because stuff hasn't stabilized yet. And
Right.
he says that you should let me settle in your belly first a little bit while, and maybe stress about Noah's question later on. Like maybe you don't need an answer right now.
Okay. Okay.
And I go like, and I feel like I agree with that.
Yes.
I feel like Sam also has like read, um, Elena has their own versions of letters and songs and diaries in the in the car. I feel like I leave a bit of maybe a bit of my like a version of my shirt in the car. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Noah becomes happy when his car is fully stocked, or her car, his Jetta keeps shaving. Um, and they're just like, it's always ready to go. And they're like patting the deck of the car,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, this is just in case anyway.
Okay.
And then gestures to the elevator descends. You want to say anything else?
Yes. Precisely in that moment that we were moving away from Noah, he starts chuckling.
Okay.
It's like snickering, and he was chuckling, and then also he was just hysterically laughing, uncontrollably. He was just laughing. He was bouncing around like un unbecoming of his physical representation. He just frenzied into this hysterical laughter. And when he finally, maybe a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, he stopped and he said, "Okay, okay, I'm sorry. I got you, I got you." And so
Mm.
we were looking at each other like, "What do you mean you got us?" "I am just kidding." Okay, and then he laughs a bit more. "I was just joking. I was just messing with you." Still, we were still confused. We look at each other. "What do you mean? What's going on?" And he goes to explain, "There is nothing that you can save. You
Oh
are
shit.
you are you're bound by time. Those three women right there, you don't mess with them,
Mm.
but they can mess with you." I
Mm.
was just, I was just really testing you. Whatever you would have said to my, whatever you would have answered to my question, I couldn't give anyway. I'm the fucking trickster. I'm just here to
Mm.
play with people. That's what I do.
Mm. I feel like I go like, ha! I was right.
Ah,
I feel like my son goes like, I'm right. I gave him nothing. That
mm,
was the right question because I feel
yes,
like it's almost like I almost want to say like life takes everything, but I don't say it.
yes,
I
yes,
almost say it. I don't say
and
it.
we
Yeah.
and we all look at you because your belly started to just emit this like nice little warm glow.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
okay.
But I feel like but
One,
I feel like I say that we what do you call this? But we hold on anyway. And I feel like instead of grabbing your stuff, I grab onto like y'all's wrists,
mm,
like go back to the elevator.
mm,
Like
yeah,
I mean, we're still pulled towards like looking for this person, right? So
right,
oh, that was a nice
right.
touch. Oh, I really like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we had a good laugh, and we were reminded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, So Tara Hall. Mm, okay, Nine of Swords. Uh,
Hmm,
can you read it out?
yeah, a chess game in my favorite open air restaurant, with my shadow someone who has everything I don't. A doppelganger, a mirror, a ghost. Why are they in heaven? What do they eat? Do we end up friends? Hmm. So we've got guests.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like we all of us have shadows, and we're all like eating awkward dry fries with them and milkshake. And I feel like Sam's like, I make better drinks than this, please.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I feel like my doppelgangers a lot. Well, if your like first level version of you was younger, I feel like mine is like more mature.
Okay.
Um, I feel like she's settled, almost like concrete. So, for example, kung sa akin, there's this static
Yeah,
solidify.
it's on. I lost you.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Oh, you're back.
I play chess with her. Checkers, baka checkers.
Okay.
Or maybe something cuter like Pokemon. Maybe we play.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I think I asked her to help me out. How do you
Mm.
think how do you think she offers to help me out?
To help. Sorry, your doppelganger or mine now?
Mine.
Uh, looks at you and tells you that this is an opportunity to make your second wish. And immediately, huh?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and immediately recognizes the resistance
Hmm.
and also the hesitancy on your face. So quickly, your doppelganger follows up and says, "No, no, no. Really think about it. There's two of us here. There's two heads, two hearts thinking and beating right now. So whatever you make, if you
Hmm.
make it good, you're gonna make it twice as good.
Hmm.
You can choose not to do that right now, but I'm letting you know you may not have me for long. So think about it."
I feel like I asked her to. I wish for her wisdom to live in my shadow. Like if there was a string that could weave her into my own feet.
Hmm. Hmm.
Such that
She.
it's almost like having your cake and eating it too,
Right.
right? So it's like okay, you be static while I be liquid. I be young, you be old kind of business.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. Right.
I be practical, you be practical.
Okay. That's nice. She looks at you and she says, have to you don't have to wish for that because I know that you will get to that time. It will come to you. You just have to be really patient. Yeah. So don't waste your wishes on that.
Oh,
That's what
really?
I can
She
tell
says
you.
that?
Yeah, she says
Yeah,
that.
bitch.
Yeah. It's like she just opened her wisdom onto you. Yeah.
I feel like I tell her, fine, then fuck it. I want rest. I feel like why is it that even after I do this lover, I go to heaven? Why is this? Why do we still keep moving to different levels? Why is it that um I can't settle anywhere? I want to feel there to be a stable ground. I don't want like a building falling around me anymore. It's like I want to find them. I want to find ground. I want to find someone who feels like ground, or like the place that makes you feel like ground, or at
Mm,
least feeling of that, and then just not moving.
mm, right.
Does she accept that time? Let's be now, Winya.
She
I'll take
still
the first wish instead.
she still well, calmly, she tells you that, okay, Mison,
Mhm,
it's your lucky day because you still have two wishes left. And you're
mhm,
like, huh? And
mhm,
she continues to explain that because that thing that you want to ask for is precisely why you're in this journey for. So don't ask for it, just keep going. Yeah.
okay. Um,
And it
but
starts
I
to
told her that I feel like I'm not good at this wish thing because you keep on not liking what I say. What am I supposed to wish for? What do you think I need?
as your doppelganger, she ironically she can't really answer that for you. So she just says, "You know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe maybe you shouldn't make any wishes right now. So just forget about it. I mean, so far, what you've given me are pretty reachable things. You just didn't think you could have them, but you were already on your path to attaining them. So, yeah, forget about the wishes for now, I guess. Just rest your mind. Yeah.
And then we end up eating.
Yes. Yeah, that would be a good break.
Hmm. I feel like Sam offers me some of his steak.
But what is he having? Cake?
Steak.
Steak. Okay, cool.
How about you? Are you talking to your doppelganger, or do you want to fade to elevator music?
Um, okay. I look at you, Sam and Elena, and I think you guys are not, you don't look like you're rushed. The steak looks good. You begin to eat and you're enjoying it. So I say, just give me a minute, guys. And I approach my double. Um, and then in the instant that I was a feet away from her, she became she
Mm-hmm.
became the lover of my lover from the first level.
Ooh. Okay.
Like,
I love
like
it. I love it. Okay.
yeah, I
Got
know
it.
we're loving it, but we're both like, what are you doing here? And she's like, well, I am younger you, freer you, more vibrant you. I am also more knowing you. So that question does not need to be asked really. I can just do whatever I want. So I'm here. I'm
I
like,
feel like she also just says, why not? She's like,
yes.
right. She's like, why not?
Mm,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, she was being smart. Yeah. She says that. And immediately I got a great plan. Like, okay, I don't play chess, so I think all these things in my head. I don't play chess. I don't do these board games. I'm gonna play a different game with her. And I said, I like movement. Would you like to move with me? Perhaps
Okay.
do some gestures, and maybe we'll end up dancing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, sure, sure.
awesome. Okay. Um, why don't I start with a move and you copy me?
Mm,
Okay?
okay.
Right. Okay. So I start making, just moving intuitively, maybe moving my hands up and down around, I don't know, doing some fancy twirls, playing with speed, whatever. But what she doesn't know is that I'm really observing and watching her.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I want to get from her is, because she appears to be this uh more refined version of me. I want to tap into that wisdom, almost, maybe not tap, maybe that's too kind of a word. I actually want to suck it out of her so I can have it for myself. Like,
It's like you want to
if I,
vamp it. Yeah, yeah.
exactly, that's it. I
Yeah.
want to vamp it out of her. Like, this vibrancy of yours, this youthfulness of yours, I want it. And by So as I move, I see that, okay, my hands go up and down, my fingers are soft, but hers are just they're more sophisticated. So my fingers try to to imitate the sophistication. And when she does her twirls, it's just so divine. She's so light, so effortless. Like, the pivot is just like impeccable. So
Mm-hmm.
I try to in my in I try to take a snapshot of that and really try my hardest to remember everything that's happening. So I play with movements, like, what if I were a fetus again? What if I was a grand tree? What if I was a bird? And I
Mm-hmm.
copy all this, I save them all in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And hours went by. You guys are still enjoying your steak. You seem to be insatiable. Hours went by. Huh. My younger, more vibrant self seems to be getting more exhausted. She's just like, we gotta stop. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I could see that tiredness on her face. And I feel very good about what I've done. It feels like I've done something witty and smart, and that in time something will be revealed to me that I did something great in that moment. And so I agree with her, and I said, "Oh, yeah, 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 me too. I'm also tired," but really I wasn't. So I was just playing along. I say, "Okay, let's take a break. You know what? Maybe I'll check on my friends. It's probably time for us to go." So I go back to you guys, and I see your meal is quite you're quite happy with your meal. You're almost done. So I sit there, pretend like I didn't just do anything sinister, and just wait for you guys to finish.
Um,
Yeah.
I feel like I say, what were you doing with that mirror?
Oh.
I feel like, no, no, I feel like the restaurant has, alam mo yung parang kalahati ng half of the walls are like mirror. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like the vision that you saw was fully your vision. You know how like it's a playhouse, crown house mirror? So she,
Mm-hmm.
because of your vision, but not because she was actually there. And that I also have like a version of that mirror in front of me too. That mirror that was asking me what I wanted, blah blah blah. Um, I feel like Elena's kind of like pulling at her own collar and is like, it's kind of like don't like staring at myself too much. Can we go? Kind of like that. And I feel like, yeah, yeah, sige. And I feel like it's almost like I want to say goodbye to the images in the mirror,
Uh-huh.
but instead of doing that, I just leave. I
Okay.
feel like Sam presses a button.
Right. And I
Yeah.
freely go. Freely
Um,
go.
Knight of Cups, you're not dead yet.
Ooh.
Okay. Five of Cups. I feel like
What?
we should take a break somewhere just so that we could like rest our
Yeah,
sword.
sure. If you need that. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe after the next one. Yeah, after this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Um, I opened to a great riverbank and a garbage picker angel cleaning its banks. They instruct me to pick up the gifts that were washed out before, times I was forgiven by my lover before I thought I deserved it, and others. What trash do I pick? What moments are these? I feel like mine are like post dated checks. Um, they're like times where things of value were missed. Alam mo yung I let them expire
Uh-huh.
and now they're like washed up on these bags and I'm just folding them out and arranging them, drying them in the sun.
Hmm.
I feel like Sam's helping me. What do you pick up?
I was picking up contracts,
Mm,
and as I examined them, I realized that yes, I signed my name on them, but I signed a I added something to my signature so that it wasn't entirely my signature. In a way, it was a fake signature of mine, so I wasn't really bound
mm-hmm,
to the contracts.
mm-hmm,
Yeah. And I remember, and I feel bad. I feel bad upon realizing that because I remember all the times I said things that I didn't mean that potentially hurt my lover.
mm-hmm.
And all the times that I did not honor my contracts with my lover. Yeah. There
Yeah.
weren't a lot of them, but there was enough to, yeah, there weren't a lot of contracts lying around, but enough to make me feel, finally, feel remorse. Yeah, for the first time.
Mm. Yeah, and I feel like you just sit by the riverbanks, kind of just staring at these waterlogged contracts with like this trash angel that has like, alam mo yung mga plastic na picker-upper.
Oh,
May ganun siya sa
oh,
river. Pulot lang niya. He's
right.
like, oh, this one kind of thing. Um, yeah, I feel like wow, I feel like Miss One is tired. I feel like I snuggle to like if it's okay with you, I snuggle onto Sam's like thigh and just kind of nap there for a while.
Sure. Yeah.
Uh, I kind of keep like some of the checks, post data checks on me. I wonder about if is there a way to cash them in, and I feel like the next day, I see like my eyes are groggy. They have like sand in them, and I'm like, oh, you can fall asleep in heaven, and um, I'm kind of like, I can't believe you're still
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
Um, what do you look like after your day of remorse?
I feel when the angel was done, picking up my fake contracts, and I've had a good time to sit with my remorse. I Something in me just reminded me of the mirror encounter,
Mm-hmm.
something in that room, and I immediately forgave myself. Like, that's not you anymore, okay? These feelings, they're not really you, they're just memories, which means you can automatically turn them off. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's what I ordered my brain and my heart to do. Turn them off. Forgive yourself. They're done. I was an older version of you. You're different now. So immediately, as if nothing happened, I snap out of the remorse. I look at you guys and I see you're resting, and wasn't quite feeling like resting. So I explored the place. Decided to even help out the angel a bit. Found a few things, garbage like um, evidence of people in monogamous relationships cheating on each other, and pictures of people staying in marriages just because they were bound by paper. Um, People staying in relationships because of the kid. Yeah, and I looked around and I was like, huh, humans, wow, my god, humans and gods, they're like, damn, they're so complex. They do all these things. They do all these things. Yeah, I just decided to help the angel clean up. I was just really exploring the place.
I feel like Mison's kind of like having a baby crisis there with Sam.
Oh,
It's like a bit having like a baby crisis of like all the numbers that they didn't accept. Um,
oh,
and like just maybe a little bit overwhelmed. A little bit like maybe I can't handle this kind of thing. Um, like they're like, yeah, I can figure out like the code of heaven, but so what? Kind of like that.
ah,
Kind of yeah. So what? It, like doesn't mean that it was nice being a human. And now that I'm kind of remembering how to be an angel, kind of it's not so different, right?
right.
Yeah, and then I feel like she's just I feel like the trash angels kind of just like shrugging their shoulders and shit. And then I feel like I say, "Oh, let's just get out of here." And then I call you over and like, you okay? You want to go? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Alam ko, I said I wanted to take a break after this level, but I kind of want to go. I kind of want to
Yeah,
keep going. I meant,
yeah, yeah. Sure, no
yeah,
problems. Do that. Yeah, I would rather we keep on going and then we stop and then that's it.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Okay. I just feel like I looked at you. Oh,
okay.
okay.
It doesn't fall. The elevator doesn't
Okay,
fall.
good, great. We're still playing.
Mm. See,
The captain has started.
but yeah, you look at me. You look at me, son.
You did ask me if it was okay for me to leave, but I look at you and I said, "You look like you're a bit bothered. Is there anything you want to talk about?"
I feel like this one kind of just telepathically connects, explains it to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I feel
And
like they're like sometimes it's tiring to
hmm, okay. And I gesture that I get you and that we should just carry on.
and I feel like we press about it, and
Okay.
the track angel is just like
Okay.
it's.
Ooh. Ooh.
We have been drawing major guys. It's kind of weird.
We're not, no? Yeah.
Doors open to a place where I swore deeper to make me personally love. But with the I receive it with tears. I feel like I gave them both my dreams before. And then
Maria, sorry.
I feel
Out
like
of out of character, could you speak closer to the microphone because I can't hear you? Thank
of
you.
course, yeah, because I
Got
switched
it.
like devices. I mean like contractions too.
Oh, this is so much better. Now it's so much better. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I gave my past lover like my dream before. It was like a tiny bird, and even if I asked them to give it back, the bird never looked the same. Um, but it changed me in a way that um I feel like I feel like it taught me how to take care of and appreciate more kinds of birds. Um, I think also it taught me about loss.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. How
How
about
do you
you?
feel?
What do you mean? Are
I
you asking?
ask you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like she's. I feel like Miss On's kind of upset at the memory because it's kind of one of those lessons that's like, oh, I didn't want to learn it that way, but I learned it that way. But she's
Mm.
kind of also like, alam mo yun, ma-pride. Ma-pride na parang, okay lang. Parang ganun, yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's interesting.
I feel like we're on a bridge,
Oh, okay.
and that's where I have like those tiny birds that I'm appreciating on the lip of the ledge.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Um, I so the gift that I give is to my lover is the gift of answers. Definite, clear, succinct answers. And the answers came from all of a sudden I have a bag,
Mm-hmm.
like like a brown leather bag, a sling on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it looked small, but when I reached into it, um, I found I found letters,
Mm-hmm.
dated from yesterday to tomorrow. Some were dated even before I was physically born. Some were dated when I was a human. Some were dated when I was an angel. And I just gave them all to my lover.
So you
And
threw it
as
down
my
the water. Mm-hmm.
sorry,
You threw it down the water.
say that again.
Tinapan mo sa tubig.
Oh, no, my lover was actually uh he took the form of like he just suddenly presented himself as a hologram.
Okay.
Yeah, there. That almost felt like it was a figment of my imagination, but it was really there. Or maybe it was a figment of my imagination. So I did that. I gave it to him. I handed it to him. He started reading through it, and as from one letter to another, he just grew brighter and brighter and brighter. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
my friend, the imperishable sun, the imperishable fire. And then eventually, I was really tired because I had a lot of letters, and eventually the letters ran out, and I was like, okay, that's it. That's all of it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Mm-hmm.
I gift it all to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like Elena stretches, and is like, wow, seems like a lot of work. When the hell are we gonna find this guy instead of the hologram, right? When do we actually fucking
Yeah.
draw a major arcana? Um, and then I feel like she drives us through the elevator, and I feel like she slaps on a button.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think we're done here. Yeah. What do we
Wheel of
get?
Time.
Ooh, there we go.
We keep going, yeah. What's the next thing? What's the next level of heaven? I just realized, no, maybe this game just feels long because we're two of us. But I feel like it's also more interesting that it's the two of us because it's like we get to answer each other's like NPCs.
You're right.
Ten of
Exactly.
Pentacles. I
Oh.
opened to a teenager stealing me away and hiding me at the blind spot of a crowded dining store. John won't tell on me to St.
Wait,
Peter if
wait.
I.
Sorry. Which ten did we get?
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Sorry, I read the wrong thing. I opened to a
Yeah.
rooftop with large, beautiful linens being dried by the wind and so much sunshine. I find
Oh,
yourself smoothing out your old angel uniform. What tale do I tell?
the little child playing with the drying blankets.
What do I tell them about what am I doing
Oh.
here?
Ooh. Um, you're packing. You are getting ready. You won't be long. You won't be long on this level. In fact, it will be very quick. You're packing. You need fresh clothes for the next level because you finally feel like completely ready. Like, okay, you're completely ready to take the journey head on, and that you feel like we're getting closer and closer to that heaven, that reclamation of your lover. Yeah, so you need all your crisp angel clothes for the grand moment.
I love it. You know, I just really like this image of the linens being dried in the open air and like
I
floating in the wind.
know. Ang
It's so
refreshing din eh, no? Because like clean sheets always feel nice around you, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, let's draw a card. Ooh, Ten of Swords, but it doesn't mean anything because it just means that we don't die in the next level.
Uh-huh. Okay. Hold on a second. Just one sec. Okay, I'm good. I'm clear. Carry on.
Okay, next level.
Meow.
Temperance, finally a major arcana.
Ooh. Hold on. Let's see this one. Shit. There it is.
Whoa! Oh, can you read it out?
Shit. Okay. A swimming pool before my feet. Jesus doing steady laps. I walk on water, jogging beside him, trying to ask him for directions. And he says, become water, become life. He lets you swim better. Jesus asks if he can ride the elevator, only until the next floor. What do I ask him about coming back to life to the life before? What words do we exchange in the span of an elevator ride? Hmm, interesting.
Um,
Gosh, it's an
um,
interesting character.
I asked Jesus, like, did you like being human? Seems like a big bother. Tried really hard, though.
That's good. No, he doesn't bother. He didn't bother.
Oh, he doesn't answer? I'm asking you what he would reply.
Oh, so kind of shocked about the question, but comes back to his senses immediately anyway, and tells you that I don't. Your question was, how does it feel to be human, right?
Oh, it's more of like, how was it? It
Being
was. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could rewind the video and see that I asked a totally different question, but I think the gist of my question was like, um, so do you regret being a human? You didn't seem pretty successful.
okay, okay, okay. I got it right. Um, and he tells you that Mison, you're the first one to ask me that question. I've been
Oh,
waiting. Oh, I've been waiting all my life to be asked that question. And
oh.
I knew the moment I saw you come in the room that there was something about you that
Mhm,
that knew things that the
mm,
others did know.
mm.
I I have no answer to that question because
You don't have an opinion?
I have no because I have no comparison. I I've always just been human. I've never been anything else. So I don't know how to answer that question. Some angels, some people. I'll tell you a secret, okay? But you
Okay.
promise not to tell anyone.
I'm like, sure, except for everybody else in this elevator who can hear you.
Well, yeah,
And I feel
that's
like Sam
right.
and Elena like smile.
Could you okay? And Jesus looks around and says, "Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. But okay. Could you pull your right ear 3 times?" Tells
Yeah,
Jesus tells you, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
pull your ear 3 times, right?
yeah.
And then at this point, Jesus starts speaking in a different language, and you could understand it, and no one else
Oh,
in the elevator could understand
love
it.
it. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
And he starts revealing to you
Hmm.
um, a mystery from an ancient, from a goddess. Well, we don't have to bother whether she was ancient or not. From a goddess of the underworld,
Oh,
and
I
tells
love
you
it.
that
Yeah.
um, this goddess through the regality of my actions as a human, this goddess fell in love with me. She
Oh,
decided to she
yeah.
decided to take me in
Hmm.
and make me into one of them.
Hmm. Okay.
And so now I live a life wherein I am one of them.
I
And he
got it.
keeps saying "Oh, one of them. And that's it. You asked a goddess and he said, "You know what? I've been doing it thousands of years. Quite frankly, I still don't know what it's called. I still don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's not a goddess. No. But
Hmm.
no one's supposed to know that because when they find out, whatever they know of me will change, and
Mhm.
their lives will change. So, you know what, Miss On? It feels really good to have told you that. Yeah, I feel like a big burden was lifted off my chest. It may not sound like a big deal, but yeah, thank you. One day you'll make sense of it, and why that has to be kept a secret. Okay, when you're ready to get out of this conversation, tug on your right ear 3 times again, and then we can go back to speaking the same language as these bastards.
Yeah, and then Miss One does that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Sorry, I have so many insects I need to spray.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean I'm fine, but yeah, it's annoying.
Okay.
Um, what do I say? So I feel like we had a cool conversation. Unless Arguelles wants to speak to Jesus, does Jesus press the next? I feel like Jesus presses the next button.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a falling apart, Jesus and I, so I decided to just smile at him and kind of like, hey, nice to see ya.
I love it. Hang-
Oh, oh, there it is.
So we don't ten of swords. We keep getting tens. I feel like we almost have all the
Ah,
tens. We have like the pentacles, the clubs, and now the swords. Uh,
oh, interesting.
ten of swords. Let's get it. The front of a fishing hull, a board captain offers us binoculars pointed at the horizon. We've already fallen for another person back on Earth. That psychic,
Mm.
remember? What are you doing here? What are you actually running away from? What use is all of this? Shit. Um, um,
Oh,
I feel like I don't see just one person. I feel like I see three people.
okay.
I'm trying to learn that um, like my heart is large or that it has many wounds and that it
Mm.
loves it wants to love in that manner.
I love it.
um
Nice.
and that I'm having a hard time seeing that, and I think that's what I'm running away from in heaven because I idealize this idea of like a past love that is more that must be saved or that is feels like a prize like we have in stories.
Hmm.
How about you? What do you see in the binoculars with the captain?
Before looking into the binoculars, I look at the board captain,
Okay.
and almost with a smugness, I look at him and say, "You see, that's precisely why you're bored. That's why you're like that, because you ask questions like that. Yes, I may have fallen in love with someone back on Earth, but it doesn't mean I'm only bound to love one. Like, my heart seeks all the love it can find. You, you're bored. You're just getting by because you don't know how to love anymore, and you think love has escaped from your hands. I pity you. But you know what? Give me those binoculars. I'll have a look." And then I stop being, bitchy, and I look. I feel bad. I feel bad. So I look back at the captain and said, "I'm not normally like this. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just tired or hungry. So I'm really sorry about how that came off. But really, Captain, take my advice. Open your heart again." And so I grab the
Wow.
binoculars. And cheesy, no?
Wow.
And
Have you seen the binoculars?
I grab the binoculars. I look. I had to make adjustments because they didn't look focused at first.
Okay. Sure.
And these binoculars, they are an extension of my eyes, so it took a while before I could make out the image.
Mhm.
In fact, I even had to close my eyes, reopen them several times, close them, reopen them several times, to finally find the focus. And and I see the rainforest
Oh,
where we started off. But
okay.
this time, the sun
Mm,
has completely covered its entire territory. I
mm,
recognize the trees, I recognize the animals, I recognize all the life that's growing in it, but now they're illuminated by it's like every corner now is being touched by the sun. They look
mm,
different, but I recognize them from a place in my heart. Like, I know you, I know that plant, and I know that bird.
mm,
They They were, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So I had to put the binoculars down, look away, check that you guys were still there, and we were still all together. Bored captain still looked bored. I look at the binoculars again, and same, nothing changed. Like, oh my god, this is not an illusion. Like the rainforest, and then suddenly I felt an eagerness to. I must return. I must return. I must see it. I must see it for myself.
mm.
Yeah, I dropped the binoculars. I'm like, um, Miss On, is there anything else we should be doing here? You wanna get out of here? I don't know, like
I go like, yeah, sure. But when we go to the elevator, the
okay,
previous levels that we went to, were like they're not even black. They're just missing from the tile. You know,
okay,
because technically we drew them already, so it's kind of hard to go back to those places unless we like
yeah.
for them. Like
Oh, okay, okay.
it's fine. I'm just trying to incorporate it in the fiction. But yeah, let me just draw a card for whether we fall. Maybe we stay on Deca, so I don't know what the odds are. Maybe I'm just lucky.
Oh, sorry. What's written again? Say that again. Okay, can't see.
Emperor, Emperor, it's not.
Emperor.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
Two of Cups.
Ooh,
Oh no,
feisty.
gonna be.
Damn.
We're gonna see them. I feel.
Damn. I know.
I feel like we're gonna see them.
Oh my God, Miss Song, we better
Oh,
win this.
oh shit! No,
What
I meet another angel I've loved before.
the?
They asked me about the difference of a human and divine love. I explain it to them over cooking a meal. They bless you with a kiss. Where? Oh no, I make out with them, fucker. I totally make out. Fuck you, fuck you, tangina. Explain human love and divine love, quote, tangina. You know what? You know what I explain to them? I tell them that human love is complicated. I feel like the human mind is cursed in the sense that it tricks you about having excuses, about having desires, about having unclear desires, and then you have this weird thing called emotions. You're not in this huge light of enlightenment. You cannot control the environment as well as you can in heaven. It's such a mess, but I feel like this angel totally loves me. We're totally married. We have rings, bitch. Um, uh, I tell them that it's so complicated, but that's also like part of why I chose it. Um, but yeah, how do you think? What do you think the angel replies to me in my
Oh
weird rant,
shit.
but also this whole "I miss you" kind of thing?
um, the angel was just really um angelically ecstatic about
Mm,
this reunion with you that they're not really bothered by your answer. They're like the angel was like um moved closer to you, gave you a really nice tight hug, like a nice snug, and started like giving you like sweet kisses on the forehead, on your
mhm,
neck, on your cheeks, and said, "I'm sorry, my love, that you had to go through that. I
mhm.
know that nothing compares to what we had." Like
Wow.
very, very like smug. I knew you'd never find another one like me.
And then there's
But
like a like him exactly that appears on the door, like
oh
second
my,
husband appears, still an angel,
okay.
and hugs me from the other side, and echoes what the first angel said.
Okay, well, you're getting lucky, Mison. Getting super lucky at this point.
Oh no, I'm just serving myself.
No, totally. I mean, yeah, but the touch, the reunion was so good that however painful the description you gave him, it just seemed to have disappeared right away. Like, yeah,
Almost
I'm
like they.
sorry. Right, right. It's almost like he being reminded, being in his presence and being reminded of his love, the love you had for each other, just completely erased all of that, invalidated all of those hardships you had to go through with your fucked up human relationships, and like it's doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you think an angel you've met before, or do
I
you think I meet one and then we go to an elevator?
so I wasn't completely removed from what was happening from you, so I was kind of eavesdropping and I could see what was going on with you. Although my angel, my lover, my angel lover was also there. Um and I say if I said things like, um they're not much different. You know how you convinced us that your kind, the God's kind and the Spirit's kind, we were made in their image and likeness. That
Mm.
kind of stuck. That kind of stuck on us, and we believe that. And so, whatever you guys were doing, we kind of were imitating. So, not much difference, except, and I think this is where you get the shorter end of it. We die, and my
Yeah.
angel lover was like, how is that supposed to be a good thing? We
Yeah.
die. So
Yeah.
when we have heartbreaks, there's an ending to it. When we fuck up, there's an ending to it. Meanwhile, you have to live with this with your immortality. So boo hoo. Yeah. And I started laughing.
He totally love he or she really love you for that. I mean, they're like, you're right. Thank you for reminding us.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I give my angel lover a good kiss.
They're like, you're a fucking gift. They just say that.
Let's get out of here, Mison. I think our mission on this level is done.
Yeah. Um,
Ooh.
six, seven of coins. Oh god, I wish my stomach didn't hurt so much. Wait. Seven of coins in the face. Oh no, that's just a. Sorry, that was just
Yeah,
a.
yeah, you have to get on a yeah, sorry, I
Yeah,
missed it too.
yeah, eight of
Okay.
swords.
Swords. Hey,
Yeah,
Juan, come here. You want to play with us? Ow. Ow. Ooh, what happened? Oh, there.
oh shit!
The doors open up to a long corridor presents.
Fuck,
What?
fuck, man, fuck.
Oh. Ooh. Shit. Okay. That turned around pretty fast.
That turned dark, but it's a sword, so
I'm
Um,
supposed to be uh moving out, so stepping out for a second outside of Arguelles' character. I'm supposed to be comfortable with swords because this is like my
air. Yeah.
head air element, but okay. All right, let's do this. Damn it, corridor of prisons. Huh.
I feel like I see like a rhythmic, like almost like a stuffed toy that can't breathe. Like it was supposed to be alive, but it became a toy because it alam mo yung story of like a toy becoming real, but the
Mm-hmm.
opposite. Like it's supposed to be real, but it's becoming a toy.
Mm-hmm.
becoming inanimate. Um, yeah, and that's the cry I hear the most. And I feel like if I imagine myself strong, I would come in there and just phase my hand into the bars of the prison and just take them out and bring them with me in the in the elevator. But instead of doing that, I say, Sam, could you get that toy for me? I don't have the
Mm.
strength. I feel like they do, and they
Mm.
do, and they do that. And it's
Okay.
small, ragged bunny.
A bunny.
Mm.
Oh, wow. Okay. I I started walking down the corridor and I soon realized that the from the door I we entered, it seemed like each of the cells were there was something glimmering coming out of them. And so as we were walking through the corridor, I realized that each of the cells housed rings,
Ooh.
golden rings in pairs. And I was filled with deep sadness because started to remember all the bonds that I did not bury when they should have been buried.
Damn.
All, all the bonds that I did not kill when they should have been killed. So they were that corridor of prisons. I soon realized was like their purgatory. Like they're neither dead or alive. They're just in perpetual suffering because I wouldn't let them go. So they're trapped there. Like they're not rings. They're not precious gold diamond rings anymore. They're just useless things. Trapped. They have no purpose. They're bound to nothing. They're bound to no
No,
one.
that's enough. Yeah, they're just molds. I mean,
Yeah.
they could be swallowed by the divine and turned into something new and useful, but instead they're just stored in this place where nothing moves.
Mm, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and we approached the end of it. It was a long, tedious walk.
Mm,
And as we approached the end, my emotions grew heavier and heavier because I was reminded of
mm.
everything that I did not want to be reminded of. And we reached the end. Um, and in the end, there were again letters, a mountain of them, a mountain of
Oh,
letters.
okay.
Yeah, but these letters, they were some of them on fancy paper, some of them were cased in boxes, some of them were like in envelopes. But what was common what was common between amongst all of them was the fact that they were all half burnt.
Mm.
So if it was a piece of paper, like the edge, one edge of it was burnt, but it stopped. Like for whatever reason, it stopped. Like the box, a side of it was burnt, but
Damn.
yeah. And I look, and you could still smell the burning, but they weren't burning anymore. And we found that that stench. It was repulsive. Like oh, we immediately wanted to get out of that space because it's
Mm,
so the stench was just so repelling and repulsive. Yeah.
mm. I
Damn.
feel like we get the coordinates for it, and I feel like a part of me is like the next time we go to a level where we could send letters, let's tell that painter guy to like come up to the coordinates of this level and bring something for you.
And I hug you, and I'm like, shit, that's the best idea we've had so far. Yes, yes, let's do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Um,
I'm sure he will not say no to this one. Yes, he can't burn my eight house, but I'm sure he will not say to this no to this one. Yeah.
yeah,
And then I hug you again. I'm like, oh, Miss On, you make the best decisions. You're the greatest. I'm glad we're in this journey together. Yeah.
there's like only 7 cards left, and we still haven't drawn um
Fuck.
the. Anyway,
Okay. How do we progress? Game master.
I don't know. We just go back to the elevator. Like the elevator magically shows itself at the other end. Page of
Okay.
coins. I feel like the universe wants us to survive. Okay, fine. Uh, Knight of Wands. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Um. Oh, a jerk on a hobby horse asks if I ever burned a Bible or sworn on a Bible for anything. We swamp area. He wants to play tag. Says the whispers in the forest are all the things I swore under my breath. Do I want to read what my love swore with their last breath? Oh, because they died, no. I feel like no. Baka no.
No
Um,
sa'yo? Wow, okay. Oh my. That's so
uh,
clear. That was so fast.
um, uh, yeah, I feel like no, and I don't even leave the elevator. How about you? I mean, I'm okay with you if you wanna listen to this forest. Maybe it's connected to the forest that you wanted to go back to.
Um, I do. Yeah. I do want to hear what my love swore.
Do you want me to try to guess, or do you have an idea?
Can I have a look at that? Ooh. Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Ano? Bet. Oh,
Okay. I listen to the whisper. It's in the forest. Fuck. And it okay. So the forest said, I remember your smell.
okay.
You I loved this is already my lover, okay? Like
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah,
the feed from the forest. I remember your smell. I particularly enjoyed hugging you
yeah.
because you smelled so natural. You
Okay.
smelled so medicinal. I
Mm.
built a rainforest for you
Ooh.
because you are my rainforest. Yeah. It wasn't necessarily an oath, but or like anything they swore, but
How do you
those
feel
were
about
the
it?
last words.
I feel like Sam's
Oh,
unimpressed.
he's depressed?
Unimpressed.
Oh,
Unimpressed.
unimpressed.
He's like, sounds obsessive.
Well, you were obsessed with me, weren't you?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, how do I feel? It's like okay, that's what I was expecting to hear. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's draw a fucking card. Well, I was saying na I'm curious about what would it be if the tower falls, but I'm also in the space of like, putang ina, we already got this far. It's kind of like,
I know
also,
my son. What the hell? We're so deep
magician.
into this.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't know.
love
I
it.
feel like it's almost like the odds of turning to the epilogue is what's harder to get. But that's also because we nailed it in the first one. Like
Okay.
technically we're in the first one, right? Like you
Right.
your lover would do a perfect year. But
Yeah, we
okay.
did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Like
Okay.
we in the first draw and then we never got it yet. Like a turn.
Okay. 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 Yeah, yeah. I feel like we were just healing all the way through. Like we achieved something in the beginning, which is precisely what we went here for, and then we were just healing through it all the way. Well, that's how it feels for me.
Two other shit. Two swords.
Two of swords, another two. Huh. There I meet the soul of my human ex. Yes, I've been brokenhearted. They ask me how the hell I got into heaven. I explain that I broke in, looking for someone. Go figure. What do we regret about it?
Putang Um, uh,
I'm going to need a filter so that people cannot see my face here. Just kidding.
I feel like I need a whiskey for this. That's what I tell him. I also say that I actually feel like what I'm saying is that I'm so tired about this mountain and having to listen to
Oh, sorry. So, could you rewind? Could you rewind and say that again? I lost you.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. I feel like napatong ko rin yung cards sa mic. I feel like I say na I'm kind of tired of having a litany of regrets. I'm kind of tired of keeping all the things. I'm tired of carrying so much shit. Um, I mean, what's done is done. I kind of don't want to live with regrets anymore, but I also know that we kind of need to have them because we
Hmm.
have this illusion of linear time. And then I kind of cock my head and go, like, examine their face. I leave a shaky sigh out and just kind of leave the bench as lonely as it came to be. How about you?
I say that we could have been we could have been more honest and fearless, but
Oh, dang, bitch!
totoo pala, no? Biglang totoo pala. Wala na yung character. we
Bitch!
could have been
Hmm.
we could have been more honest and more fearless. Despite it all,
Hmm.
everything happened the way they were meant to happen. I
Mhm.
don't regret any of them. I don't regret any of it. Um, yeah, and I just look at the soul of my human ex and go, I see you. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
I see you. I understand you. Bullshit. No. Yeah. I
I
feel like.
see you. And then Elena looks at me.
Hmm. And then.
I wasn't talking to her, but it's as if she heard that and she looks at me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like she's the one who pressed the next button. Um,
Okay.
we're still alive. I do this. God,
Good.
like the deck is like rearranging itself for us to not die. Eight of Cups. Um,
We're nearing 3 hours. Have you played it this long before?
this is the first time I'm playing it, but
Oh yeah, you're right.
a usual session though is 3 to 4 hours. But this
Okay.
is kind of intense though, more compared to other story games, I think, because other than Masconti tayo, it's a lot more reflectional than the usual.
Right.
Yeah, naiisip ko na hindi tayo nakaka-draw ng Major Arcana. Like, my
Ah.
apartment is like, fuck, I wanna nail those fucking Major Arcana.
Oh
Um,
my.
a really sunny sidewalk, three people under a single umbrella greet me to say hi. They always admire me from a distance. What's my reputation from them? Why have they never approached me and always just passed me by? Alam mo yung gusto kong sabihin for this? I feel like these are people who liked me before in human and never said hi because they were too intimidated.
Yes.
Or else,
Same. Same.
uh, I can see their faces, but I don't want to describe it for the screen. Ha! Yeah. How about you?
I'm getting the same impression that these were people who either put me up on a pedestal or
Oh,
just
look at that. There's
just
a fucking pedestal on the card.
oh yeah, shit. There we go. Yeah, and because they always, unfortunately for them, because they always saw me on that plinth of privilege, that just better than everyone, higher than thou kind of place, which I did not ask them to do, but they did it anyway. Um,
Made it harder to connect.
yeah, and now they're kind of filled with regret because they see that, oh, she wasn't necessarily untouchable. I mean, Argolis wasn't necessarily untouchable. He There could have been something magical, but like whatever.
I feel like Sam gives them like rolls of string that they can tie better into like cans or like people in heaven,
Oh,
and then they don't have to hide so much in their umbrellas.
huh. Okay.
Yeah, Maria's so tired about changing that Sam's just being like the smart one here. He's like, oh, you wanted me to do that? Okay, I will do that. like,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
Mm.
Elena's kind of taken a back seat at this point because she feels like I kind of have, sorry, Argolis has a better hold on things now, so she's just like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna play along.
Yeah. Um, Four of Swords. Damn! And draw the fucking card. God girl. Okay. I know that the tarot cards are like cooperating with us. Can you fucking draw a major arcana, please? I'm
Please, okay,
like
let's get that major.
that's just Meta Maria being like, bitch, I wanna. Oh, there we go, judgment. See, maybe
Ooh,
talk to them.
nice.
I'm like, bitch,
Good
I want
job,
to.
my son.
Yeah,
And we get the judgment.
yeah. Oh, but I forgot what I wrote, but I think it's gonna be dark. I hope it's not too
Ooh,
dark.
shit.
I mean, it's like you only do. Okay, wait.
Oh, there it
Moment
is.
post assessment ng ilang major. It's like we only drew one major arcana so far. I
Magician lang, no? Yeah.
the magician of the sun.
Oh, yeah, yeah. In the
Oh, it's
beginning.
another
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
grocery.
yeah.
It's another
The
grocery.
grocery store clerk takes my heart out and weighs it on a scale, smashes a bunch of bottles, and puts him.
I feel like we go exact same grocery store though that Sam came from.
Oh, the
But
convenience store. Yeah, yeah.
the cat is different. Like the cat's like a raccoon now. Um
Yes.
um what does the label say?
So our hearts got weighed, right?
Yeah, and then
Um,
I think
my
mine says okay, go ahead, you go first. Yeah.
no, you already have yours. Say it.
No, I don't like it. You go ahead.
Okay. Um, so mine, the label, the little monitor thing where the label comes out, um, it displays an error message like ERR. It does the error
Oh,
and it gives that beeping sound and and well, who was doing it? Sorry, the store clerk. The store clerk. Sorry, Miss. Can you say that again? I didn't hear that.
oh, the raccoon.
Okay. And the store clerk says, "Oh, um, this has only happened 3 times in the entire time someone has come here to get their hearts weighed." And don't be afraid. An error is not a bad thing. An error just means that the machine can no longer fathom the weight of your heart.
Oh fuck! Yeah. Okay.
I it can no longer fathom the weight of your heart, and it's we don't have a book or a manual for this, but in the past, in the last two instances that I've seen this, it seems to be that this happens to angels who've learned loving the hard way, but when they did, oh my god, I'm totally getting off of this story.
Keep going, bitch.
But they learned it the hard way. It took them a while, and they got their hearts broken a million times to a million different pieces. But when they did, they never forgot. And they embraced it, and they lived that love for all the days of their angel lives, and they spread it to whoever they met. And they became endless love. And that's why, unfortunately, we haven't developed the technology to measure that, so we're kind of stuck with this machine. But don't worry, an error is not a bad thing. You can scoot to the side and we can weigh your friend's heart now.
I feel like I have my heart in my hand, and I kind of have like a face. I'm like, it's okay. The fuck is what I'm saying? So good. Oh, and I feel like I seal my heart back into my chest, and I'm like, I don't
Oh.
watch your argument. It probably just says whatever the fuck it wants to say, and uh, I go to everybody. Um, I feel like absent-mindedly Sam raised his heart, and like a tiny heart emoji appears on the
Ooh.
screen. If
It's
that's okay
cute.
with, if that's okay with you,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
That's cute.
Okay, I don't want to jinx this. Drawing a card. Oh my God, Empress! Ah, wow! What are the odds? Yan, hindi natin ito hanggang sa huli. It's
My son, we're going to see this journey through, apparently.
yeah, but we're not. Okay, wait. Sige. I'm gonna talk to the deck again. Give me a fucking major arcana, and I want to meet the lover and have like an option for the fucking epilogue.
Yes, please. Whatever
No,
she said.
God damn
Oh, not yet.
it. Oh, they party like that. With a lot of dead people I know. Whenever I
Huh.
keep to wine and I keep being so thirsty. The conversations are overwhelming. What regrets come to the surface? The thousands.
Ooh. Ah, shit.
Yo, I feel like I just speak a lot.
Sorry, say that again?
Sorry, may iwan ko yung cards sa taas ng receiver. But I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
couldn't hear you.
I feel like Mison just sleeps with a lot of people here. Um,
Ooh, okay.
yeah, that's it. Um, and the bouncers pushed me out at one point only because I've just overstayed my welcome.
Right. Okay, well, Arguelles, um, upon entering the room, was like, I don't like this energy. I'm gonna get out of here. But because the room was so crowded, he gets pushed in deeper and deeper into the rave party and starts meeting all these dead people, some friends, some relatives, and what what Arguelia soon realizes is the heaviness of the room was coming from not her regrets. They weren't her regrets. They weren't his regrets coming to the surface. It was like the regret of the people in that room.
Yeah.
And they were particularly the relatives, they were apologizing to Arguelles, to him for giving him the burden of having to live through their regrets.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
they're like,
Parang
and
ang
they were
kapag
like,
mo tuloy
yeah,
because of them. Yeah.
oh, exactly, exactly. Ganun nga. Tapos parang wala, puro regrets lang. I wish we could undo them. Tapos I got kicked out because I punched one of my relatives in the
Oh,
face.
I love it. Pangina. That's like such a good. That's such a good answer. Holy shit. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And I
Yeah.
felt good.
Dude, we only have two fucking cards left.
Oh, let's do this. Shit.
Ah, fuck! It's a falling. We fall off the fucking tower.
Wow. Oh my god. So this was a penultimate card, like one more, and we were supposed to have been done.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Damn.
um.
Damn.
You can always say no, but shit, we didn't find them. Damn, I feel like the odds of getting New York is harder because we didn't
Uh,
fall. I mean, until like the
wait.
very end.
No, but
Wait. I want to play strings though. What do you think we do when we crash into the world without our lover? Although,
last bit. Sorry, Maria. Go back. Go back. Lost you.
oh, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
Um,
What do we do?
um, so we crash back into heaven, not meeting our love in heaven. But I feel like
Uh-huh.
we still had that part where we met the sailor and I saw like the other loves in human world, and he
Uh-huh.
brought out my attachment to a perfect love and the divinity. So I feel
Uh-huh.
Miss On is just, I think he's tired. I think traveling to heaven in a fucking tower is, it's its own ordeal in itself, its own labor in itself. And I feel like after like a really long nap, I feel like she has a resolution to be more open to love, at least in this level. But it's kind of laughs to herself about the metaphor of towers and falling towers, because it does feel like a scale. It does feel like a climb up, you know.
Hmm.
I feel like she misses Sam and Elena, but is happy that Argolis is also human with her.
Hmm. Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. Um. Yes, there is disappointment that we did not reunite with our lovers. But
You did in the first level, but
oh
okay.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. I can't.
I mean,
Why do I forget? Why do I forget that detail? I guess because I never really interacted. Like I
yeah,
refused. I
yeah.
refused.
Mm.
Okay, maybe that's what I mean by it wasn't a success on my part. Like, damn
Yeah.
it. Maybe Miss Son was right. Now our girls is filled with like forethoughts
Nandun
about,
eh,
oh,
first
maybe
time pa lang, nandyan eh. Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Miss Son was right. Like she was pushing me to just, you know, have that conversation, but I decided not to do it. Um but no regrets. Yeah, yeah, it feels undone, but there are no regrets because it's a journey he would not have taken if not for the pursuit of love. So
I love how
and
you're the gay one here. I like that you're the gay one. It's like, yes, yeah.
and and it was definitely this the being able to punch one of the her ancestors in the face, his ancestors in the face, was definitely a highlight. It 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 feels like it allowed her to reclaim something, one of the things she lost that Elena was talking about. uh and she's not, Argorius is not tired, but gestures to looks scans the room, looks for Mison, finds Mison resting. She she's Mison doesn't look like she wants to do anything, but Arguelles thought I would bring milk tea and cake out of the fridge so we can just have like a nice toast and eat our cakes.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and so she does that, and on the way to the fridge, decides that yeah, maybe some wine would be appropriate, having gone through all of that. So takes out the bottle of wine, starts clinking the glasses, and they just sit there contemplating, vacillating between deep contemplation about what just happened, and then slowly returning to their senses and like, nothing. I don't make out anything of what just happened, and then going deep in thought again, just going back and forth. But still, I mean, all of this happening while enjoying their wine, their tea. I don't know if that's a good combination, and their chocolate cake. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like a weird combination, but it kind of works. Like
yeah, it works.
for the company, it really works. I feel like we'll wrap up the stream, but we'll do like our own wrap up after the stream. But
Okay,
I
this is
feel
amazing. Oh
I
my
feel
god,
oh, I'm so happy that you're having fun. I
I
feel like
did so much.
yeah, I feel like yeah, I feel like it's a good wrap up. I feel like me and Malaya are gonna talk more after this. But to anyone who's listening to this, we hope that you had as much fun as we did. And yeah, see y'all. Yeah, yeah.
Bye.